The debt, the deficit, reform, everyone is discussing it, especially those least likely to understand the subject. To give a little context...
No, not like that. We start here. It's Paris. It's 1787 in the Café du Parnasse, known as the Café de l'École by the regulars. You can see the Pont Neuf through the windows and you can see the river. You can smell it as well.
Another farm boy. What happened to your face?
A bull gored me.
Did you provoke him?
I did, but the smallpox attacked me of its own accord. You're standing in my way.
What? What are you looking at? No, Gabrielle, listen. Her mother owns this establishment, and she has decided her daughter is to marry well. A kind older man with a country estate and a lucrative law practice.
I'm a lawyer.
As am I. It is not always a respectable profession. Camille Desmoulins.
Jean-Jacques Danton.
How long have you been in Paris?
Please, help yourself. I've been here a few months.
Oh, I know everyone in this cafe. Half of them are nasty little tapeworms willing to do anything for their chance to batten on the poor broken body of France. The other half are terrified that having secured a pathetic competence, the cataclysm will come and they will be stripped to the bone as their bastard masters will be. I'm a writer as well as being a lawyer. I wrote that about an hour ago. Do you agree with me?
I have been most especially warned to steer clear of political conversations.
By your mother?
By Monsieur Vino, my boss.
I will say this once, young man, and I will not repeat myself.
He says this twice a week at least.
Your views are seditious. I do not need to know your views. I know they are seditious. Also, these views are neither interesting nor unique. My coachman has them. He could descant an venal, corrupt and oppressive government with more venom than a raw boy like you could muster. But he knows to keep his mouth shut. Everyone is a police spy. Everyone.
Your health, Desmoulins.
Camille, I'm not a police spy.
Neither am I. Nor am I an ambitious little tapeworm.
You aren't little anything. The bull, was that true?
Oh, yes. I was not an especially handsome child, but after that, now I am a very eye-catching adult. I turn heads in the street. While you are so pretty, one might mistake you for a girl.
You're not the first man to say that to me. Not by any means the first.
There are all sorts of rumours going around about Camille Desmoulins. Doesn't help he went to the same school as the Marquis de Sade. Quite a bit later, though. Not that he's a whiplash lad, just a bit omni and ready for anyone. If the rumours are true. The rumour is that he started the rumours himself. The important thing is notoriety. Paris is seething. If you want to cut a figure, you have to seethe twice as fast as everyone else.
The king came to our school, you know, with his beautiful young bride, the Austrian. Pretty. Chin like a shovel, but very pretty. Small teeth. Not that I saw her smile. We were there, the whole school, lined up in the courtyard from early morning. A little bit of drizzle, a lot of drizzle, and then just plain rain. And we stood, even the headmaster was there, drenched. Of course, they'd wanted me to make the welcoming address to the king, myself being so pretty and having such a winning manner, but I couldn't. My stutter.
You have a stutter?
Not if I keep talking, but if I'm silent for too long, that's why I talk all the time. I must. Back to the story. So finally, and I mean finally, hours late, the king's coach approaches. We wait for the royal couple to get out. They don't. They peer at us from inside the coach, keeping dry, unperturbed. My friend Robespierre steps forward and begins the welcoming oration. A beautiful Latin composition that took weeks to write. I helped him. The king regards his fingernails. The queen yawned. And a minute later the coach drives off. And all us poor soaking mortals run into the nearest building, except Robespierre. He stands in the rain, in the courtyard, all alone, streaming water, and for the next 20 minutes he continues to recite his charming speech, right to the bitter end, praising our beneficent monarch to the pouring heavens.
It's hardly the worst thing the king has done.
They are so full of contempt for us, for the people. The Prince de Conde told me...
Prince de Conde?
Yeah, my father was his lawyer, one of them. The prince told me the poor feel nothing. They care for nothing but their stomachs. These aristos see nothing of the inexpressible nobility of soul that suffers injustice, deprivation, and even death, and yet never ceases to aspire to freedom, that longs for justice. In 15 years, the country will be swept clear of parasites and tyrants like him.
You told him that?
I did, actually. I was a schoolboy. He ignored me. Gabrielle, do you realise this bottle is empty?
If you would not mind fetching us something, my dear. Wine, little bread, cheese, perhaps some relish.
In a moment, gentlemen.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm starving and I have to go in a minute. Please bring food down!
Forgive him.
Why do you like him and not me? The question is, what is to be done? Done now. What do you think of the debt?
It's the king's debt, not ours. Let him...
Do you understand money? Poverty, yes. Yes, I know all about that. I go to bed with people just to keep warm. The thing is, everything has to change. The money, the economy, politics, new politics, democracy. What a wonderful word. We will remake the world. Magnificent us. Ah.
Monsieur.
Thank you, Gabrielle.
I would like a sou for every young woman in France who has thrown herself on the sofa this week, wanting to expire from boredom. Everything is happening, but not to me. Is he here?
Who?
Camille, of course. I used to wish I was Mary, Queen of Scots. Her real tragedy was that she didn't die young. Everyone should die young. It is more fulsome and tragic.
Well, my poor late husband certainly obliged me in that regard.
Yes, he did, didn't he? I definitely like him the better for it. Are you frowning at me? Oh, don't squeeze your face. It looks ugly. So, is he here?
I don't know, Lucille.
What a terrible example she's setting us. At least we have that to be thankful for.
You mustn't talk like that.
Like what, Adele? Truthfully?
Like someone in a novel. Mamma is in the drawing room and the door is closed.
Oh, he is here then.
Lucille, you don't like him.
I'm a child. I'm a lisping little miss. It can only be a schoolgirl crush. Why don't you just rush in and see what they're up to?
Oh, they are up to nothing.
Pretend you have left a book in the room. Just burst in.
That is not a polite or a kind thing to do. She is our mother. She is a very respectable woman. It's nothing but a bit of harmless flirtation. Your imagination is overheated.
Oh, I'm very glad it is. Who wants a cold imagination?
Lucille, you are not...
Mamma, I appear to have mislaid my embroidery.
How dare you?
How dare you?
I think she's speaking to both of us. How dare I kiss her, and how dare you interrupt her while she's being kissed?
Monsieur Desmoulins, if you come near me again, if you approach my house, I will have you arrested. My husband will see to it. He will. He is very well connected. It will be nothing to him to get an arrest warrant.
Lucille, sooner or later you must close your mouth. Or if that is impossible, run and fetch your mother a glass of water. Ladies, I'm sorry to leave you in this interesting situation, but I have an appointment with my printers. Annette, I love you.
But I thought you'd given up months ago on that intrigue.
I did, but then I had this marvellous idea. I was inspired by you. You did exactly the same thing.
No, Camille, I didn't.
Yes, you flirted with Gabrielle's mother in order to gain access to the girl, and then you got her and you married her.
That is normal,
Gabrielle.
but flirting with the daughter in order to seduce the mother, that is perverse.
I'll do more than flirt. I think I will marry her.
What? Marry Lucille?
No one will suspect the son-in-law.
This is ridiculous.
Being married might be interesting. You like it. Soon you'll have a brood of children, a bigger belly, and be entirely lost to the great cause. You are so bourgeois.
Thank you.
Lucille's quite pretty. Very pretty, but a little too full of herself. I've written Lucille the most impassioned love letter, swearing all sorts of emotion and declaring it is my fixed intention to marry her.
The country is convulsed. Parliaments and councils collapsing as soon as they are formed. Everything in the air, everything to gain. And you? How are people to take you seriously?
Well, I'm an insect. Buzz, 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 buzz. Very irritating, and you bat me away. But one day I will land on your tender skin and sting very badly.
I have very tough skin.
Well, I wasn't proposing to land on you. It was a general comment.
Major Danton?
Hero's trying to catch your eye.
Walk.
May I offer my very sincere congratulations on your reception into the King's Bench?
Thank you.
Good morning.
Ah, Desmoulins, didn't see you there.
You saw me, you just rather you hadn't.
True, but that is because I have Maitre Danton's interests at heart. We all predict a real future for him in the fullness of time.
I'm an impatient man.
Oh, you do yourself an injustice.
Injustice? There's a word. What do you mean by that?
I think you'll be offered a government post very soon. You will not have to be patient long.
I will be offered this, permitted that, but only this much and that far. We have woken up, sir. The tide is turning.
I suppose you mean this new talk of the Estates General. Well, I'm not unsympathetic. The three great pillars of France will speak with one voice. The clergy, the nobles, and of course, the commoners. Your dear people, our dear people.
And what do you think such an assembly will do? Impose a little light land tax on the aristocracy, nothing too onerous, trim a few nasty little abuses, and make a long, obsequious address to the king, assuring him of our undying devotion.
That would be a start.
Let us start by deposing the king. I am a Republican.
Are you? Well, there are probably 9 others in the whole of Paris. You could form a little club.
Some of the nobles are on our side, some of the clergy, and they...
Reflect, Maitre Danton. Civilization is always a very fragile thing. There is a structure, a pyramid, if you like. To make a cultivated man requires the effort of thousands. Sometimes one regrets that. The cost of civilization is very high, but...
But somehow one bears it. As one never has to pay the actual cost, one's actual self, one bears it.
My congratulations again, Maitre Danton.
Farewell, dear friend. Have you noticed they walk much more slowly than we do? He looked a bit worried, didn't he? Good.
He's not a bad man. He thinks he's a reformer.
I wrote a wonderful piece on the estates. Haven't you read it? Everyone's read it. Will they really offer you a government job?
Yes, something. I could get a gold-topped cane and smell of lavender water.
People seduce me all the time, but no one has ever tried to suborn me. Even the police have never tried to recruit me. It's a little insulting.
You may burn me at the stake, Mamma. I will not recant. You are being ridiculous, Lucille, and probably irreligious.
Camille has asked me to marry him in black and white. It is a legal document.
It is a stupid letter. Your father is very angry. And your father wishes to speak to you. He will say very harsh things to you. Do not get angry. Do not mention anything.
Poor Mamma.
Not that he would believe it for a moment.
I think he might, for a moment or two. But I won't be indiscreet.
What have I done to deserve this?
I'm sure we will suffer almost equally. Equality is the thing everybody's talking about, isn't it?
You must promise me not to see him ever again. Promise me.
That was my silent refusal. You may take it as my silent acquiescence if you like.
He's a terrible boy.
Meanwhile, Camille is in the thick of events. It starts off as a nice little demonstration outside the law courts, ends up with a couple of dead. Yeah, a lot of injuries. A few serious knifings, though who did that isn't easy to say. Marat is there. He gets a good kicking. Camille is running around, getting testimonies, loving every minute, staring at the wounded, occasionally throwing up. He's not good with blood. The account he writes is read by thousands. For a while, it's all very exciting. Everyone is saying, this is it. We're for it now. This for your council of notables, your pick-a-mix ministries, in 1 minute, out the door the next. We hold our breath. A couple of days later, the Duke of Orleans, that well-known radical, is exiled to his estate. One of his many country estates. Members of the Parliament are arrested, vanished. The whole country braces. From whatever side we lie awake and stare at ruin. Ruin stares straight back. Who will blink first? Oh, it's another bloody impasse. Crisis, but no proper climax, and we all hate that. What will it take to get things properly going?
At this moment, the deficit is 160 million livres. In this year, the receipts are 503 million, and the expenditure is 629 million, which will add a further 126 million to the debt. The king abolishes the parliament. More riots. The price of wheat increases by 66%, rye by 71%, meat by 67%, and firewood by 91%. That seems rather a lot, firewood. Of course, for the poor, the mob, it's the price of wheat, of bread, that is of most interest. We are all concerned.
It's the smell of paint. It's making him irritable. It's making me irritable.
Can we afford this apartment? Aren't we in debt?
Let me worry about that. Let me worry about everything. We have to have room for the children.
We only have one.
People will be calling later.
Today?
It will probably be a regular thing now we have room. You can think of it as your salon, like one of the great ladies.
I'm not a great lady. I don't want to be.
It's a good area for me to live. I need to get known locally. This will be my base, this district. I will be an important man here, so... I hardly need to say this, but be pleasant, be outgoing to all the neighbours, a nod and a smile on the street, that kind of thing. It can't hurt. That child has an appetite.
Someone to see you, madam?
Oh, not now.
Show him in.
It's a miss, sir. A Miss Lucille Duplessis. A young lady.
That's Camille's... Whatever. You speak to her. I'll have lunch in the cafe. People will be arriving from 4 o'clock, so get rid of her by then.
Well, what will I say to her?
My father has taken to quoting the Bible at me, as if anything could be more embarrassing. While my poor mother sits terrified, I will tell him who Camille is really after. Or who he thinks he's after, who he was after. Now, of course, he's falling in love with me.
There now. Isn't that better?
Oh, you breastfeed it yourself. Gods. Good, I suppose. It's the love letters he writes that have done it. They are such impassioned letters. He has begun to convince himself he must mean them. I leave them around so my mother can read them.
Well, that's cruel.
It is absolutely shocking how badly behaved one can become, given the opportunity. What is your advice, madame?
My advice is do not marry Camille Desmoulins.
But I am in love with him.
That is of its nature a temporary emotion.
That's an old thing to say. You are not old, madame. You are not a tired old carbuncle.
No, I'm a grown woman.
You don't like him, do you?
He is my husband's friend. I don't like him. He's like a child himself, always greedy, restless. He makes my eyes ache just looking at him wriggling on a chair, talking, eating, flirting, every moment dissatisfied. I breathe better when he's not in the room. He has no money.
I have money.
Not if your parents disapprove of the match.
I was thinking before I came that you might be my confidant and I would unpack my girlish heart to you.
We are not living in a piece of romantic fiction.
Did you hear about the riots?
Which ones?
Everything is about to change.
I think the king is a good man.
I hope you keep that opinion to yourself.
There's no reason for me not to speak my mind.
Because nobody listens to you. Poor madame. They will listen to me. Am I doing the right thing, though? How badly organised everything is that we don't know in advance the consequences of our actions. I had better go. Congratulate your husband. Tell him I said that. He is so full of integrity. I mean, it's a good move, Camille says, politically, but it's not
easy turning down such a very well-paid government job, is it? I admire him for that.
I beg your pardon? Excuse me? What job did he turn down?
I really had better go.
I suppose I'd better start to get the room ready for tonight.
I'm sorry. I'm really very sorry.
Does that baby look all right?
They will be wondering where I am. No mother ever suspects her daughter goes to church to pray. Besides, it's cold. I haven't seen you in weeks. Talk to me.
Listen to this. The community of Chivois is composed of about 200 persons. The most part of the inhabitants have no property at all. Those who have any possess so little that it is not worth talking about. The ordinary food is bread steeped in salt water. As for meat, it is never tasted except on Easter Sunday, Shrove Tuesday, and the feast of the patron saint. A man may sometimes eat haricot if the master does not forbid them to be grown among the vines. That is how the common people live under the best of kings.
That is marvellous. Why do they soak the bread in salt water?
Yes, it's marvellous. Calm yet poignant, full of a noble pity and yet underneath burning with indignation.
I think your writing is getting better and better.
Unfortunately, I did not write it. Mirabeau wrote it. The Comte de Mirabeau, to give him his title. One of them by birth, one of us by conviction. Everyone loves him. He's the one who could pull all sides together. They also say he's the worst rake in Paris. I'm no one. Who talks of me?
I would like to talk about us getting married.
I wouldn't. Should I write more extremely? The Vampires of Versailles, you like that? Should I appear a... No. Statesman? No. No, dignified doesn't suit me. I should tell the truth. Our enemies are tyrants, blood-soaked and bloated. How tired that sounds. I'm tired. I can't write. Will this winter never end? My sacred mission is to rouse the people of France, to get them to rise up. You have no idea how my head aches.
When are we going to get married? How?
Danton is doing well. He's busy tucking the Cordelier district into his pocket. I should go to see Count Mirabeau. I need a patron. Can I bring myself to do that? It's demeaning. Besides, he's too moderate. We must have a revolution. Do you love me?
Not today. Or yesterday, come to think of it.
Liar.
I'll talk about this, though it's depressing. Who wants to hear about droves of starving peasants walking around the ice-bound, rock-hard earth, their feet in sacking and one rind of bread between 6? The sensible ones die. The fools and idiots walk to Paris. Work. They're looking for work. It would make a crow laugh. The river is frozen, the ships impaled on ice, no grain, no goods, nothing. But thank God it's so cold. Once the thaw comes, there'll be an epidemic, a very bad one, I'm telling you.
No one denies that it is distressing. Even the fashionable streets are not immune.
No.
It's quite possible to step down from one's carriage and see some frozen dead person just lying on the street. It's ugly. People do what they can, of course. People are charitable, but there are always more of them. It seems to defy common sense. They're dying like flies and breeding like rabbits all at the one time. Agitators are everywhere. Now, after one particularly nasty event, I forget the details, a riot, how tired we've all become of the word, they had to clear 300 dead off the street. Nevertheless, matters are about to improve dramatically. It's spring, the Estates General have been convened, and if all men behave responsibly, I have no doubt the King will steer us into calmer waters. Today, the 3 estates in full regalia will parade through the streets of Paris, an exultant scene. I hope.
Get your hands off me. If only more people said that to me, I wouldn't be so exhausted. It's you. Me, not a pickpocket. You are too suspicious, Brisser. Well, maybe not. I read what Marat said about you. Unpleasant. He's vermin. You can't deny the general thrust of his argument, though. A year ago, you were saying the king must go, and now you're all for this farce.
The people need to be guided by decent men. We can't live in a state of anarchy. Maybe the estates will work, though how, seeing as we'll always be outvoted. But things are in danger of collapsing. You're standing on my foot.
Not me, just one of the wonderful unwashed. Oh, no, it is me. I thought you were a man of the people.
I am. I love them. I'm at one with them till death. We'll never get through at this rate.
I have found our salvation. See that man there?
That lout?
That lout. He will carve us a path through. Danton! Danton!
I heard you're one of Mirabeau's courtiers now and are taking money from the Duke of Orleans.
Danton, Camille, why are you standing there like a block of wood? Push on to the front, man. We must see and be seen. This is Brissot, son of a pastry cook, but frightfully learned. And listen, friend Brissot, everything I do, everything, is to bring the day of retribution closer.
That is true of all of us.
What is the matter with you, Danton? Come on!
Today, this historic day, the nation stands in awe and expectation. The 1,200 deputies of the Estates General will walk in solemn procession to the Church of Saint-Louis, where Monseigneur de la Fare, Bishop of Nancy, will bestow God's blessing upon them and upon this noble enterprise. Oh, and here they are. What a magnificent sight. The First Estate, the clergy, are gathered, the lovely May light glinting on their jewel-coloured vestments. They positively glow. Behind them march the nobility, and the same beneficent May sunlight shines good omens on their sword hilts and silken robes. It is impossible for anyone of sensibility to remain unmoved at this moment when a nation renews itself. A phoenix renewed by the light of reason, not the flames of destruction.
Very nice. Yeah, it's all very nice. The colours, the crowds singing and shouting, lovely, but marching behind the fine show comes the ugly underbelly. The thing they'd like to ignore but have to pacify. The Commons. If only they could do without the Commons, but they're there. All in black. White neckbands, their faces stiff, solemn, shy, proud and very bloody determined. At least they'd better be, says us, the real bloody common. We're cheering, but they know how quickly that can turn. They all know that.
You are not tempted, Monsieur Danton?
To what?
To stand for election. I gather you have quite a following in the Cordelier district.
I told him that.
Pay 18 francs a session. That's all. I would have to go and live in Versailles. I have a living to make. I have a family
The estates won't last. It's a poor patched-up job. All the parasitical priests and flabby-arsed aristocrats will be trampled to bloody mud before the summer's done.
You talk like a very nasty child.
You think change will happen if we ask politely? They have power. They will make us kill them to get it. You listen to me.
Careful. I have spent 6 months in the Bastille. There are police for informers in every crowd.
I'm not afraid. I really am not.
Then you're a fool. Is he not, Monsieur Danton?
I have to explain this. The state that Danton's in. The baby died. The baby died and they had the funeral this morning. I don't know what else to say about it, to be honest. These things happen, but it's hard. There are a lot of fevers around, I did warn you. The thing is, I don't think he knows what to do or say. You can't drop the news casually into a conversation, can you?
I do not believe it.
What?
It is. I swear it is. There, that man, there. Face like a prim sheep, thin mouth. Maxime! Maxime! Ah, he doesn't see me. Look at him.
I thought you believed the whole thing to be contemptible.
Damn it, I was at school with him. Plodding old thing, and he's a deputy. He writes these long letters to me explaining his ideas. I expect he's lonely. Not a charmer, Robespierre, but a useful man. Perhaps. Where's Danton gone? Maxime! Is he ignoring me? I might mention him to Mirabeau.
I have kept you waiting, monsieur.
It is of no consequence, Monsieur le Comte.
Of course it's not. So you wish to offer yourself to me?
Yeah.
In what capacity?
I have had the honour of writing certain pieces inspired by your ideas.
I have a full complement of sycophants. Oh, rather clever line, that. A complement of sycophants. All one's best ideas are accidental.
I often hear myself saying interesting and intelligent things entirely unintentionally.
I'm a busy man. In one word, your politics?
Republican.
I am a royalist, of course. Who else would appoint the infamous Comte de Mirabeau to high office but a desperate king? But we have the interests of the people at heart, I suppose, both of us. We are patriots. I am a tribune of the people. My star is in the ascendant. I need satellites, of course. Men to rotate around me, shedding their lustre upon me rather than the reverse. Men I can trust. Can I trust you?
Up to a point.
Can you work up a little clique for me among the other deputies? You have friends.
You will ensure that my work is published?
Certainly. We need more cocks crowing on the dung heap, as many as we can cram on that slippery mound. Politics. Why do we do it? Why do we do anything? Do you have regrets?
I haven't done anything yet.
I think about the lives I have ruined, not the obvious ones. Nothing is more enjoyable than destroying one's enemies. I suppose I'm thinking of the women, very lovely, generous women. The ones I have abandoned, often in the most desperate of circumstances. And I was so sweet-natured as a child. Well, we will jog along nicely until you are arrested and hung for treason. I will endeavour to keep the rope from around your neck a little while.
Thank you.
Tomorrow you will come to hear the King speak at the opening session. You will mill about, singing my praises, cheer and hoot, monkey, monkey, weep with emotion when I speak, and watch everyone. I have 20 of you all primped and ready.
I am at your service.
Send my man in to shave me, would you, Camille? There's a good boy.
It has taken us years. How many bloody years to get here? In the Palace of Versailles, the Estates General. A new tomorrow, and it all looks so crap. Badly painted columns, droopy tassels, and the throne isn't properly in the centre. All the posh boys are seated, and the Reverend Fathers. The Commons have 3 hard benches and a lot of standing room. Oh? Here he comes.
His Most Christian Majesty, Louis XVI, by the grace of God, King of France and of Navarre.
Up they rise, doffing their big hats and bowing, flaring out their coats and seating their asses back down. Listen to that silk rustle. But I have to admit it, this is a moment. The tell your grandkids moment. The King rises, he stands. This is the King, and he is speaking to the nation. We have made him speak to us.
Gentlemen, a long time has passed since the last meeting of the Estates General. Even though one of these assemblies has not been held for some time, some centuries, I have not been convinced by the example of my predecessors not to hold an Estates General.
What is he saying? All a bit convoluted.
Why doesn't he speak up?
He's the king. He doesn't speak up. That will annoy the plebs.
I have already ordered very considerable cutbacks in expenditure. You will give me further advice about further retrenchments. I shall be happy to hear your thoughts.
Not to hear mine, you won't.
I am sure you will find
Did he write this himself?
The boy in his first breeches would have done better.
I stand before you.
Notice he mentioned the American War. Does that mean Lafayette is in?
He's insulting us. What is Mirabeau doing?
Yawning.
I am the sincerest friend of my people, and you may trust always that I love and cherish the people of France as their father.
Has he finished? He has finished. What did you think of that? Be honest.
Maxime, you old thing.
I want to speak to Mirabeau.
I saw you at the procession. I shouted and waved like a madman. What did you think of the King's speech? Incredible. He may as well have forced our mouths open and spat down our throats.
It's urgent I speak to Mirabeau. I hear you are his friend.
Political alliances are necessary, aren't they?
With honourable men of a like mind.
Not 30 seconds and a moral reproof. How very bracing you are, Robespierre. I haven't seen you for 6 years.
And haven't replied to one of my letters for 2.
Did you hang him? That was what your last letter was about, wasn't it? You getting that judicial appointment and within weeks having to condemn a man to death. Did you do it?
It was the worst action of my life. Nothing is more sacred than human life. I should have hung myself before I condemned another.
Well, he was guilty, I suppose.
His guilt cannot be my justification. I have learned that lesson and I will not forget it.
I'm sorry, I didn't write back.
We have found one another again. I'm very pleased to see you. Now, Mirabeau.
But my dear fellow, that is exactly the proposal I am going to make.
I will show you my speech if you like. If there are any points you think I should add.
No. Do I know him? Does anyone know him? Apart from Camille, not your type, I would have thought.
We were at school together.
I don't mind if you speak after me.
You don't mind if I speak after you? Look, doubtless you are a sincere and earnest fellow, but I think, and I think I am not alone in thinking, that proposing the clergy abandon their traditional alliance with the nobles and join with us might sound a little better coming from me rather than from you, whoever you are.
You're wrong.
Are you a comedy turn?
I am nobody. A simple patriot, and that is why I should speak first. You speak, and it is a politician speaking, a man with a certain reputation.
While you are a man with none. Why would anyone listen to you, Monsieur Obscure?
Because I am sincere. Because I would lay down my life for the sake of the people. We must...
Come to dinner sometime. Gentlemen, and Camille, if you can, tear yourself away from your old school chum. We have matters to arrange.
I'm not disappointed. I expected that response.
Still stings a bit there, doesn't it? I like him. He's good-hearted and, in his own way, sincere. But God's above what he wants and what we want.
People always believe it is possible to compromise. A little give and take, but they always take and we always give.
You're quoting me.
I've followed your career with great interest all these years.
Well, I promise to follow yours in the future. I can help you write your speeches.
No, thank you. Go after him, Camille. Just remember where your true allegiance lies.
He could help you, just to get your foot on the run.
But I don't want a soft job or a kickback or a sense of importance because I'm close to great men. I don't want to be part of that.
You think that I want to be part?
Most of all, I don't want blood on my hands.
In the days to come, we may have no choice.
There is always a choice.
How can you look so pale? I'm like a boiled pig. The heat is unchristian.
All the windows are open.
Why are you eating the vegetables? Eat the meat. I don't work 9-10 days a week for my wife to eat bits of hedgerow. They'll give you wind.
How is the case going?
Which case? Do you know anything about my cases? Do you ask me any questions about my cases? But besides, there's nothing in the world more boring than my cases. Shipping law and insurance. That's a way for a man to spend his life.
Are you going out tonight?
Would you like me to go out? So you can have the marvellous pleasure of staring at the walls till your eyes ache. Eat. Pour me a glass of wine. Pour yourself one. Why won't you eat? Have I ever told you how I dislike thin women?
Yes, you've told me.
Oh, Gabriella.
Why don't you go and see Camille? He'll amuse you.
He's in Versailles. Everyone is in Versailles. Bees round the honeypots, flies on their shit heap. Do you see anything of Lucille?
She came to call after the baby died.
Yes. Yes.
I think she's unhappy. You would not like her now. She's thin as well.
Do you think I liked her? I did, I suppose.
She doesn't look like a happy child anymore.
Women are always pining over something. They've dismissed Necker.
Have they? He seemed like a nice man.
Did he? A nice man. The one who has plunged the country into ruin. If he'd not borrowed and borrowed, telling everyone that the day of reckoning would never come. And they brought him back. The imbeciles. And now they dismiss him. Everyone is howling with outrage. Our people, their people, the Estates General spend all their time debating how they should debate. Nothing is done and Lafayette swims on serenely with no one seeing the furious paddling underneath.
I thought you liked Lafayette, that he was a hero the way he fought in America.
He was a hero. Necker was right to find the money to fight that war, though it was insane. What was the king doing fighting in a war to free the Americans, A war for liberty. Him.
It was to annoy the English.
France stands upon the brink. No one believes matters can go on as they have. Our masters are sick with fear. The hot breath of history is on their necks. What will we do with them? We will throw them out the window. The people have borne enough. I have borne enough. We want a new world to breathe in.
Why is it so hot in here?
No one has the right to dismiss the National Assembly of the People. You will not leave Versailles.
They've locked them out. The Commons. They wanted one man, one vote for all the delegates. It didn't go down well. The king and his advisers like it old style. Nobles and clergy block voting through anything the king fancied.
The meeting hall is closed for renovations. They can see that. There's a notice on the door.
So they, the Commons, took matters into their own hands. Over the shoulder with the Estates General, they called a new thing into being, the National Assembly, and summoned all good patriots among the others to join them. The king, I call this crude, had the doors locked against them.
The hall is closed temporarily for renovations. It's a good thing it's closed. It'll give the hotheads in the Commons time for a little reflection. Surely that's a good thing. I mean, it was an astonishing thing for them to declare themselves, without authority, a National Assembly of the People. No, look, stop banging. No, stop it. Disperse, gentlemen, shoo.
And if you won't, the king has his mercenaries, his bloody German mercenaries camped outside the city. That's nice. That's fatherly. More people are coming into Paris every day, all hungry. Sound of 1,000 stomachs squeezed tighter and tighter, an accordion chorus. There's knives in every bread queue. We're all getting just that little bit desperate.
Are you afraid of the king's soldiers? You're Frenchmen! Let them come, let them bring their weapons. Can they kill us all? The tennis courts, follow me. We will have our meeting there. I think all the main men have spoken. We are all of one mind. We will have a constitution. That is our absolute demand. A constitution written and immutable, binding on all from the highest...
It is on the untrammeled hearts and passionate enthusiasm of the people that we must rely. We are here to give utterance to their demands. Let us summon them.
Sit down, Robespierre. You were not called upon.
The eyes of the people are upon us. We must strike home, strike hard. We must have justice. Any law which violates the inalienable rights of man, their rights, is unjust and tyrannical. That is the constitution we must establish. These soldiers will place no limits upon the principle of liberty. None. Shoot! Shoot!
I would much rather you didn't.
They don't shoot them, of course, but that doesn't stop...
It's impossible to describe. Oh, are you mad, running around with an axe? I can't see much. Wig makers, whores, butchers. I think that was a butcher with the axe. These kids underfoot. Someone's found a barrel of wine 2 streets down. That's the rumour. The soldiers aren't here yet. Some say the French guards are refusing to leave the barracks. Some say the Queen is dead or the King is dead, and then they've shot dead every last member of the Commons in a tennis court.
I've just said no one was shot.
I'm trying to get to Camille, but there are too many people. I don't know what he's up to. If he's not here, he'll tell everyone for years that he was. Everyone will. Someone is waving a cat around. There's a man with a dress on. Hey, it's not a carnival! I've got to try and get to the Palais Royal. History is being made, isn't it? I've got to see the moment. Look over there. Someone's having sex in the alley. Hey, nice bum. Let's get going. We'll push through. Come on. Grab hold of my sleeve if you have to. Something's happening. Keep up. Keep up.
To arms! To arms!
Shouting that.
A police spy?
Someone needs to speak. Someone needs to give the crowd a word, a direction, a diversion, if nothing else. It'll be bad blood otherwise. We'll just beat each other to death. Where is Camille? Hoist him on a chair, will you? My God, is that a gun in his hand?
Oh my God, I'm gonna fall. People of Paris, my people, don't stutter, close your eyes. Go, speak,
For God's sake, this is you. This is your moment. Great man. People of Paris! People of Paris! There is one true difference between a monarchy and a republic, which alone suffices to make the people reject with horror all monarchical rule and prefer a republic, regardless of the cost of its establishment. Only under a democracy can the good citizen reasonably hope to see a cessation of the triumphs of intrigue and crime. France stands upon the brink. Will she fly or fall?
It's a start. It's not a great start. I think it's something you wrote earlier. A bit more meat and less bones, if you please.
It is rank sedition. It is treason.
I'd be quiet if I were you.
No one can hear me.
Everything frightens a tyrant. If a citizen is popular, he is a rival to the prince and is a suspect. If, on the other hand, he flees popularity and secludes himself in the corner of his own fireside, that's unnatural. And he is a suspect. Is he virtuous and austere in his habits? Ah, then he is a new Brutus, and he is a suspect. If he is a rich man, there is the danger that he may corrupt the people with his generosity, and he becomes a suspect. Are you poor? Are you poor? This man, especially, must be closely watched, for no one is so brave as he who has nothing. He is a suspect. I look around me now, and I see nothing but suspects. Suspects all! They're right to be suspicious. They are right! We are all suspects. And no doubt, before this day ends, some of us will be dead. Many in prison. But I don't care if I die. I won't care if I die. Therefore, nothing may defeat me. No grave can hold me. No prison can contain me. People of Paris, we are free. We are free.
The soldiers, the Germans are coming. It's not a rumour now, I can see them. If he gets down from that chair and runs as some of his friends are urging, it'll be a disaster.
He might get trampled to death.
They are coming. If Camille panics, runs now, the crowd will run. We will all run! We are his. He sways on the chair, we sway on our feet. We will run with him. Some are already. We raise our hands to heaven as he raises his hand. It's a sacrament. He's forgotten the gun in his hand. Oh, it doesn't matter.
And that, gentlemen, I very much think that is the sound of all hell breaking loose.
The Bastille! To the Bastille!
Have you news, Father?
We must leave Paris. You girls must leave Paris. I must stay. Nothing is safe. I must do my duty. God will defend us. Where is your mother?
She's resting. We heard that Camille had been arrested, shot, hung, and simultaneously escaped to England. It was all too much for Mamma.
That young man and his ilk have destroyed the nation.
I don't think he has an ilk. I think he's one of a kind. A hero, in fact.
He's broken every law in the country.
Then the laws must be altered, Adele. They will be.
The troops have been called in.
The French guards will not attack their own people. Most of them are on our side.
Our side?
The King's German troops will be overwhelmed by the sheer force of our numbers. Every injury, every outrage, every death will be repaid 1,000-fold. Besides, the reinforcements will have to cross the river, and it's getting dark. Their commanders are probably quarrelling amongst themselves. They always are.
She's an 18-year-old girl. An 18-year-old girl.
And of course, they are used to fighting on nice, clear battlefields, not on our twisty little streets.
That's a good point.
I have died and am damned. My daughters are insurrectionists.
Calm yourself, Father.
But the King's soldiers will have guns, endless guns and ammunition.
We will have those too.
I don't see how.
I do. And if I, a mere 18-year-old girl, can think of it, you may be sure the people, the wonderful, sacred people, will think of it. The Bastille. They will go to the Bastille. They will storm the Bastille and find enough ammunition there to destroy 100 armies. Oh, what I would give to be there.
are only 7 actual prisoners in the place when they finally take the Bastille. The governor in a grey coat comes out to surrender. I think he imagines gallantly handing over his sword to the enemy. He's a civilian with imagination, but very little sense. Someone steps up and with the greatest care pushes a bayonet into the governor's stomach. The bayoneteer is not used to the work, so the whole thing takes some time. Both of them bob about, one with a gun shaft in his hand and the other with 6 inches of steel in his guts. Looks like a nasty dance. People get impatient, there are more weapons produced, and someone gets a big piece of wood and bashes. And finally there's a knife, not an especially large knife, so again it takes quite some time to hack his head off. Why do you want to know all these details? I'll tell you about Foulon then. You don't remember him? He was the minister who said when the famine was at its worst that the people could eat grass. Yes, well, he's guarded by soldiers, but not enough of them. A small crowd caught him, and after some play they had him hanging on the end of a rope with 2 big handfuls of grass stuffed in his mouth.
The thing to do is keep off the streets and wait this thing out. Paris is a volatile city. This is not the first time in its history there have been outrages. What they did to Foulon's son-in-law.
Yes.
Took his heart out, squeezed the blood into a cup, and drank it. Really.
Singing. A party isn't a party when the heart's not in it.
I'm being strangled.
Oh, don't do up the collar until you have to go out.
I think you look lovely. Oh, men in uniform, men in white trousers. Are you a captain or a colonel? Oh, please be a colonel.
It's almost incredible, isn't it? Me, a captain in this new National Guard. Don't tease me.
I would never tease a man with such a large sword.
It's going to be a long day. Priests will want to make a big ceremony out of blessing the new battalion flag. They can tell which way the wind is blowing. And Lafayette, our commander, he will want to be cheered. He'll make a speech. I might make a speech as well. Why not? Bull roar.
You should say captain of the King's militia.
It's not his. It's ours. Well, he's a nice enough fool, I suppose. If only the King's wife, his brother and his ministers weren't quite so greedy and hopeless.
I am a Republican.
Don't say that.
Lafayette is a Republican.
In America. Here we are all willing to muddle along with lovely Louis, as long as he doesn't try to close the National Assembly down again or reverse the reforms we forced down his throat.
I don't think Camille wants to muddle along.
I hope he filled his pockets with stones from the Bastille. People are selling them to the tourists.
I fear for the King's life sometimes.
We are not English. We are men of moderation.
Such good news. Oh, Interlude, the public executioner burnt my latest pamphlet at the stake. Well, in public anyway, if not actually at the stake. Booksellers have been attacked for selling it. We're printing a 2nd edition. Is Robespierre here? He promised he would come.
Oh, you need to
He's
wash.
still in Versailles, burnishing his reputation as a man of principle.
You like him.
I hardly know him.
You like him. Come on, the crowds are gathering.
Are you coming, Gabrielle? You needn't.
Of course I am. I'm very proud of you.
You are the men of the moment.
We are, aren't we? It's glorious. And it's just the beginning. The tide will not be turned now. Let them scrabble for power. Lafayette, my darling Mirabeau, that weasel, the Duke of Orleans. But we are the real voice of the people. The real people. We are here. We're ready. Let the trumpet of history sound.
Are you drunk or very tired?
Both. Monsieur Riot and his sister Insurrection. They are my king and queen.
And mine. Do you think it could be?
Open it. Don't be afraid.
Our escort. Friends!
The feudal state abolished, the Bastille fallen, the King's veto going, the Declaration of the Rights of Man. God help us. Everyone is speaking, everyone is talking. Words are everywhere. It's a shame the poor can't eat words. Maybe these young men will make them. They'll make all of us eat them.
All the placeholders and King's pensioners, the big bugs and the ones that burrow under one's skin, they are all done away with now. We are all the same now. No pride, no place, no squinting out the window of your carriage, milady. Not now. Light. Liberty. Open your bloody eyes and see.
This is the end.
This is the beginning.
In part 1 of A Place of Greater Safety by Hilary Mantel, Danton was played by Marc Stobart, Camille by Carl Prekop, and Robespierre by Sam Troughton.
Lucille was Chloe Pirrie, Gabrielle Sarah Tom, Mirabeau Sam Dale, and Adele Alex Trigia. Annette was Jessica Turner, Brissot David Hounslow, and Ero Stephen Critchlow.
The narrators are Lizzie Watts and Paul Ritter.
A Place of Greater Safety is dramatised by Melissa Murray and directed by Marc Beeby. They look worried, don't they? The Mayor of Paris and him walking up and down. Oh, and he was such a hero. Dear darling Lafayette. Trotted home from America, War of Independence, and thought we'd all adore him. And we did. Thought he could hold the centre ground, curtsy to the king, rally the troops and have us dancing on the end of a string. Well, well. You're on.
I beg your pardon?
Give us the old squawk. Sacred monarchy, compromise, men of goodwill, hotheads leading the people astray. You may as well say it now. You won't be saying it for long.
It's too dangerous. I'm glad you agree, Mayor. It is time to act. This pamphlet is nothing short of treason.
But it is treason. It is also too dangerous to arrest him, this Camille Desmoulins.
With respect.
Oh, have no respect for me, please. Last week a man told me to my face he would like to see me lynched for opposing the removal of the King's veto. I offered him a glass of wine.
We cannot have mob rule.
No, my dear General, what we cannot have is another riot. We cannot make any more martyrs, especially not in the Cordelier district. The leader there, Danton, is a known associate of this Camille Desmoulins.
Every sensible person knows there must be change, and that it must be managed with the utmost care. Who are these men?
I thought the pamphlet quite well written for a seditious, frenetic, bloodthirsty piece of unrestrained invective.
If I were not an honourable man, I would send some of my soldiers to pay these gentlemen a visit. I'd show them the cut and thrust of real politics.
You are an honourable gentleman, General Lafayette. You are renowned for it. Maybe these men are not important. Maybe in a month's time they'll drop back into obscurity. That's the trouble with these upstarts. How are we to know which ones are to be taken seriously?
Half of them are lawyers. We know that. They've never been to war. They haven't hunted. They have never killed an animal, let alone a man. They're virgins, nuns, and they're so excited, so enthusiastic at the idea of death.
Why they don't understand that we know. We really do know what is best. And not just for ourselves, as they think. We know our limitations, and like them, they think they can remake the substance of the world.
So, what do we do?
Nothing.
It's all an opera. Everyone's pushing to the front of the stage to do their own little aria. Our Austrian, the Queen, is screeching like a fishwife, "Bring up the army!" The actual fishwives are roaming the streets offering to cut every aristocratic throat in the kingdom. The men in the National Assembly, it's full now. Most of the clergy have joined the Commons, some of the nobles. The sound of their lovely voices making long, slippery speeches. There's pleas for order, for insurrection, often by the same speaker in the same speech. Oh, who wants to be caught on the wrong side of history? We're marching to Versailles to add our voice.
The king has been patient. He has accepted change for the good of his people. He accepted the Declaration on the Rights of Man. He accepted a limit on his power to veto legislation. He accepted the new national colours. Brash colours, I'm afraid to say. And when they come in their thousands to Versailles, a mob led by women, market women, demanding bread, demanding better food prices, he sees them. He talks to some of the poor women. He offers them food. He offers them his hand.
We offer to fry the Queen's liver with or without onions. General Lafayette is there, in the rain, like us, soaked to the skin, like us, with his militia holding us, the mob, at bay, but barely. What would Washington have done? Oh, those glory days when he was the toast of all good-hearted men. Now poor Lafayette is called an enemy of the people rather than a friend. At the palace, he gets the king to the balcony and the children, there in the dry, of course, and even the Austrian, who hates Lafayette, takes her turn waving affectionately at the infuriated people. The king agrees to leave Versailles and come to Paris to be with his dear people. Agrees.
Let me comb your hair. Oh, let us be friends again.
Lucille, let her.
Is that all we can do at this high moment of history, Mamma? Organise a party?
Don't be so pompous.
Leave that to the men. No one talks anymore. They pronounce. You ask a simple question and you get a half-hour oration in reply.
Sit down. I'll do your hair as I used to. Ribbons, flowers. I want us all to look our best.
You want me to look like a schoolgirl? No, leave my hair loose. I want freedom. I want the mane of a lioness.
You want to look like Camille.
I want to be Camille.
Oh, I am proud, sir, to be called a Republican, a radical, an offence to all decent men.
Proud to smile seductively at every man and woman in the company. Let them admire my eyelashes. Let them marvel at my neat little bottom.
It's true, he has the most marvellous eyelashes and arse.
You can't say that.
Danton, it's the right hand on the hip. No, it's the left. Thump, snort, bare teeth, throw head up, stare. We will march. We will drag the king by force to the city, by chains and whips. Yes, whips, big whips, huge bloody chains. Food. Gabrielle, where's my beer?
How does one do Robespierre?
Now your father likes him. He at least looks respectable.
No, father's taste is tragic. No, I didn't mean you, Mamma. Robespierre doesn't blink.
He does. He has to.
Watch him and watch how he moves. He doesn't walk. He insinuates himself. A polite ghost.
Camille loves him.
Camille's taste is also tragic, isn't it, my dear?
A party would be good for all of us. It will remind us of happier days.
And of the glorious days to come?
Yes. Do my hair, Mamma, please. But no ribbons.
Are you sure you want to start with him? We always start with him. All right then. Listen, he's talking about his new magazine.
Me? Of course, lots from me. Marat, Ferron, praise dear old Danton to the skies. Quote, whole chunks of thing. That was his nickname at school, Robespierre. Intemperate politics, republicanism, nasty, scurrilous theatre reviews, offend everyone. National distribution.
You appear to have no moral centre whatsoever.
I will do good. One day you will be proud of me.
One day I will be dead, and that day will come first.
What a way to speak to your son-in-law.
You are not and will never be.
You see the absolute corruption there? A man like Claude Duplessis arguing with some young man about his daughter in his drawing room, in public.
We cannot stand above the fray.
And this?
Women are here to inflame and inspire. And when their courage flags, we must be ready with words of encouragement. We demand that they live and, if necessary, die for the revolution. We will have justice. We will have liberty. The whole long struggle for human dignity reaches its last act with us. Long live the Jacobins!
One of the women, the new women. History will have the good grace to ignore them, even if we are forced to listen to them at the moment.
That's for the musicians, not for you.
Do you like music, Monsieur Robespierre?
Mirabeau has bent and twisted himself so much to accommodate every opinion, he is reduced to a rag of himself and may be discarded. In time, he still has friends.
Like Camille?
I am Camille's friend, Adele. Mirabeau was a piece of calculation. Lafayette, well, it was easy to admire him while he was fighting in America, but here at home, we see a weak man.
If you stay talking to me for so long and so fascinatingly, people will suspect you have an interest in me.
Every morning as I shave, I think, is it today? Is it today they will come? The jailer or the assassin? I am not a melodramatic man, but I ask myself, am I prepared this day to die for my beliefs?
My sister tells me that your sister has moved to Paris to look after you. That must be a comfort. I would love to meet her.
She is not a sociable creature. The Jacobin Club is the real National Assembly. It is there, among noble-spirited men, that the great issues of the day are decided.
One day I will come and watch you.
Oh, there's no need. You can read an account in Camille's newspaper. But I am still of the opinion that a monarchy, a limited monarchy...
I should go and talk to my mother's other guests. Please excuse me.
And now allow me to present Monsieur Frérot. He's another old school chum of Camille's, like Robespierre.
Those posh schools have a lot to answer for, don't they?
Are you a virgin still? Really, Lucille?
Go away, Ferron.
What's wrong with Camille?
Is this man bothering you?
Only because you're not bothering her. Be careful, dear friend, they go sour after a while.
Why are you laughing?
Because I want to. Because it's expected of me, Lucille!
You see, going sour. Another glass?
What's he saying?
I don't know, Mara. I have a headache.
You have a hangover. A party, really, Camille. How is one to take you seriously? Put your head out the window and see what's going on. I can't. Someone might shoot me.
The soldiers are streets away. I thought they'd stopped arresting people. The authorities are panicking again, but why did they come to arrest you and not me?
Because I don't get drunk at parties. I'm a real threat. What is Danton saying out there? What's he saying about me?
Good things. We all admire you, Mara. You are our inspiration.
Unconvincing. I presume you were much more honey-tongued when you were crawling with your bum in the air around that fool Mirabeau.
Mirabeau's done.
Oh, no loyalty to old friends?
He wasn't a friend.
He's trying to persuade the king to escape. And I hope the king tries. Then we can charge them both with treason.
I'm loyal to the revolution, that's all.
Admirable sentiment. Look out of the window.
Won't we dare? Let them send their soldiers. Let them come in their thousands. We are tens of thousands.
He's good. And I begin to approve of your friend Robespierre.
He does well with the Jacobins, but not one thing he's proposed in the National Assembly has passed. Not one. But that doesn't stop him. I love him for that.
I'll keep my eye on him.
How are we going to get you out of here? We're surrounded. We don't want a pitched battle.
I do.
Danton doesn't, and this is his district. You must escape. I have the perfect disguise.
Not as a woman again.
No, I think if you washed, shaved, and wore clean clothes that actually fit you, we could disguise you as a human being.
Here.
Oh, look what Daddy's bought his boy. A fan.
Oh, it's for you. Open it, it'll make you laugh. Look at the picture on the back. Camille, making his famous speech at the Palais Royal before they destroyed the Bastille. They're all the rage.
Why isn't the one with the picture of you? You're far more important than he is. You brought the last government down. Everybody says that. Oh, hold Antoine.
It would be very childish to break the damn thing. Really, Gabrielle.
I'll give it to the maid. She's very fond of Camille.
What matters in these days is how committed a man is to the principles of the revolution.
No one agrees on what the revolution is. You're all arguing among yourselves. Besides, he has no principles. He's a mosquito. But you are fond of him. I remember that.
I am. I am. I hear you've had the priest in my home, Father Michael.
He christened your son.
He's against us.
I think he's a little concerned that you are trying to turn the church into just another government department.
They will pay tax like everyone else. They will obey the same laws without exemptions. And the property they claim as theirs belongs to the French people. Nothing could be simpler or more just. Has he sworn the oath of allegiance to the state or not?
We can't treat priests as though they're ordinary people.
They are not ordinary people. They are government servants. Civil servants, that's what they are. If they won't swear, it's dismissal, deportation or death. You are not to see Father Michael again.
But... Yes, sure.
What times we live in. Here I am discussing politics with my wife. I have to go. Here. Take him. The baby is thriving, isn't he? As are you. Very much so.
It's a new fashion. No stays. And of course I haven't quite got my figure back.
Fat as a contented cat. Good.
Send it back.
What are you doing?
Nothing in the least bit indecorous, Father, unfortunately. Camille is writing.
I'm supposed to be helping Monsieur Robespierre with his correspondence. Aye, don't scratch, little cat. People write to him from all over the country now, and dear Maxime considers it his duty to reply to each
Stop
and every
talking.
one.
Father?
It cannot go on. I cannot endure another year. You are not a man, a father. Any father would wish his daughter to marry. You are shallow, sir. You are vain. You are socially unacceptable.
He's going to give his consent.
I think he is.
Do you want to burst into tears, or shall I?
We'll get married immediately.
Well, we will have to get a special dispensation to do it quickly. And I'm not sure the church will agree to marry us at all, given the things you have written.
It is with the greatest sense of foreboding and reluctance that I give you my permission. I give you my permission to marry.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm not entirely convinced I'll be a good husband, but I will endeavour to do my best. Lucille?
It is a terrible relief. Terrible.
You've told them. I wish you joy.
I hope you do, and I'm sorry.
I love my daughter.
And I love her. I love her with all my heart. I swear it. I swear it. Not a word.
Confession is at 3.
I meant everything I said to you, Annette, in those days.
And then you meant everything you said to her.
I lied to her less than I did to you.
Lucille is stronger than me, also more intelligent. Unfortunately for both of you, she probably understands you. I never did.
I'm not a bad man.
Make your confession to the priest, get the church's agreement, and get married.
Cold out here.
My lawyer.
You're taking your lawyer with you to confession?
Very bloody cold.
A precaution. If the priest starts telling everyone I confess to eating babies raw.
Have you eaten babies raw?
It's impossible. Who is this man?
My lawyer. It's cramped in here. Can we get on?
Are you really Camille Desmoulins? Is this a joke?
I am really Camille Desmoulins, and yes, this is a joke. Right, to start, I've had bad thoughts, I've done bad things.
Are you even a Catholic?
What business is that of yours?
You must be a Catholic to receive the Holy Sacraments, confession, matrimony.
Look, can we get on with this?
You say in your newspaper that the religion of Mahomet is of equal value to the Christian.
You read my newspaper. I'm charmed. I'm also in love and in a hurry. Let's get to the absolution bit, shall we? Then you can agree to me marrying Lucille. Why do we have to go through this rigmarole?
Do you have any understanding of the word damnation?
Are you writing all this down?
Move your elbow.
It's brilliant. It's one of my best yet. Have you read it?
It's certainly very amusing. Did the priest really threaten you with exorcism?
No. The only trouble is, how do I get married now, Maxime? They want me to publish a public front-page profession of faith before they will agree to conduct a ceremony.
Well, say you will publish it after the wedding, after Christmas. Tell them it is too late to put it in now. The copy is already at the printer.
They won't believe me, and quite right, too.
I will go and speak to them if you like. I will give them my word you will publish the declaration.
I'll not have you lie for me. You never lie.
I am willing to do it for your sake.
No, I'll persuade them somehow. But thank you, Maxime. But what about you? What about Adele? Claude would love you for a son-in-law, and it would take some of the pressure off me.
Unfortunately...
I shouldn't have asked.
I would not be suited to domestic life. I am not a brilliant man. I must concentrate my energies. It is only with effort that I will achieve anything.
You're doing splendidly, and your speeches in the National Assembly are getting better. You may not win the votes, but people listen, and I'm always mentioning you in every...
You give my opinions. You do not praise them sufficiently. You must write how cogent my arguments are, how well thought out and principled. You might mention my love of justice, my incorruptibility. I am incorruptible. We are in turmoil. We will be in turmoil for some time to come. I am a lodestar. I am reliable. People can and must trust in me. Do you understand?
Yes.
This is not for the sake of personal aggrandisement. I can assure you of that. I want only what is best. 5 years ago, there was no such thing as public opinion. Now it is everything.
From far off, the émigrés, the ones who left us, who fled, who declared undying loyalty to the king and then decamped.
You're sounding bitter.
Well, they send letters, volumes of good advice. They say Lafayette must be shot or hung, or both, as a traitor, as an incompetent. They say the old regime must come back with a vengeance. They rage that the king concedes so much, that he is so willing, so weak.
Louis Capet, Louis Capon, he's growing very fat. We call him the Queen's wife.
In the summer, they tell us, there will be royalist armies. The Count of Artois will be in Coblentz. The Prince de Conde will be with his soldiers in Worms. Other armies, other princes are all poised to rescue France. Poised, but not actually doing anything. And of course, the foreign powers are deeply concerned. Suppose this infection spreads, this democratic fever. But in the meantime, it's rather convenient and rather pleasant to watch France tear herself to pieces.
How has he taken the news?
The news? Of Mirabeau's death. He hasn't seen him for months. Camille has written a very nasty obituary. All the old scandals and some new ones he invented himself. I don't think he'll publish it. Oh, gods, I hope not. Dissuade him. It will look mean. After all, Mirabeau was his patron for a good while.
He is not distressed, then?
You came to comfort him? I am his wife now. I comfort him. Oh, Danton is here. They are such good friends. Go in. I'm sure they will both be delighted to see you.
Thank you.
My sister sends her regards. Or she would, I'm sure, if she knew I was to have the pleasure of seeing you. Tell me, Monsieur Robespierre, do you like women?
Of course.
In general, in the philosophical manner, not specifically.
I liked Adele. I do like her. I hope I have not caused offence.
No, I don't think you have, but you could have. You must be more careful. Women will pursue you now you have become a man of consequence. A man of consequence, but perhaps lacking in capacity? Was that the problem? Or is there another?
I have many enemies. All of us do. I try not to be fearful, but I think in the circumstances it would not be a wise or a kind thing to marry.
Camille did. Danton did it years ago. A bolt of lightning might strike out of the heavens. One has to live. Live now.
The revolution is my bride. Excuse me. If I don't interrupt, when I heard the news...
Will you take a glass?
A small one.
Of course, a small one.
News of Mirabeau's death, I thought you might be grieved.
Isn't there a meeting of your Jacobin club tonight?
There is.
Dead wood. All dead wood, men of his generation. Better for him to fall down than be chopped. Moderate men are a curse. We should take turns to spit upon his grave.
No, we shouldn't.
You hated him. You despised him.
No, those kind of emotions have a tendency to blunt one's judgment. I hear you are to be congratulated, Danton. It is a great honour to be appointed one of the city administrators. It encourages us all.
You hardly need encouragement, do you? I hate to think that. My God, man. Every day another ringing speech. Abolish slavery, abolish censorship, abolish the death penalty, end tyranny, abolish the property qualification to becoming a deputy. Now that was truly daring. What will be left?
Gabrielle is pregnant again.
Oh, I'm tired of waiting. It's been 3 years of pushing the pieces across the board. We know what the king will do next. He will try to leave Paris. He will place himself at the head of these emigre armies.
He also has a toothache. Danton, I mean. Pour yourself another glass. And one for me.
No, thank you.
Perhaps that would be for the best. If the king did get an army, we would beat them to a bloody pulp and have done with it. You look ill.
I don't sleep.
At all?
We don't want a civil war. Look what it did to the English. The king has his mercenaries. We have the National Guard, despite the fact that Lafayette is the commander.
He's a coward. I'll call him that to his face.
But Lafayette holds the balance, or thinks he does. History will prove him wrong.
What a rude old beast history is. Always trampling over our fondest dreams.
We must keep up the momentum. We must push the royalists, provoke them. We can have our republic.
No more half measures. Yes.
Oh, I'd better go home. These are great days. One day we will bore our sons with these old stories.
I have no such happy anticipation. We must not expect to survive these events.
Put it down to his liver, Danton, the melancholy. I'm quite the doctor tonight. To Mirabeau! Good riddance.
Good night, gentlemen.
Lafayette! Lafayette, like you call for a dog. Well, sir, how might I oblige you?
A priest, one who has refused to swear the oath of loyalty to the new order, was at the Tuileries saying Mass for the king.
I am appalled.
It happened this morning. The king says he accepts the changes. He has signed and sworn to that effect. Then he allows this renegade to say Mass for him. He has broken faith. There will be consequences.
My God, what do you care who says Mass for him? I know nothing about it.
Is this the escort?
Yes.
You intend to take him to St. Cloud? For a little holiday, a bit of a break from the rough and tumble of city life? And from St. Cloud he can conveniently trip over the border and away.
He has no such intention. You have my word.
They don't tell you their plans because they don't trust you. And who can blame them? Nobody trusts you. Let me be clear. If you attempt to take the king out of Paris, we will stop you. The National Guard battalion in my district is ready to a man.
Be careful, sir. This is mutiny. I am the commander of the National Guard.
And the good half of your boys here are with us.
I will have martial law declared.
Good. Good, that suits us admirably.
I cannot believe you are such an unreasonable man.
Would you like to swap sides? I don't know whether we'd take you, but I could make a case, I suppose.
You need not trouble yourself. I will take the king and the royal family to St. Cloud. That I can promise you.
So, they're all set to trot off to St. Cloud, the royalty. Handed into the coach, all bows and big hats. The door closed. The coachman shakes his reins. The horses clop forward a pace. But the soldiers, our National Guard, stand their ground. Lafayette's shaking, swearing, barking orders. If you were a doctor, you'd be concerned. His face is the colour of apoplexy. But the men of the National Guard won't let the coach move. And even if they did, there's a crowd outside several thousand strong. Wonder what they thought about. The King and Queen, sitting in there for an hour and a half, not moving. Wonder what they thought when they came out of the coach at last and had to walk all the way back to their apartments. So what that they escaped that night? By morning, someone had hung a sign on the Tuileries, "To let." We laughed. We loved it. Then our boys went off, caught them, and brought them back. And as their coach came back, driving very slowly, we could all see them sitting there. We waved, but they didn't. I think one of the children might have.
The National Guard lined the route into Paris. They presented their arms with the butts reversed, as though it were a funeral, as though it were the end of all pretense. The revolution had struck the heart. The conquered king was dragged home in triumph.
Tell them.
But then Lafayette...
The National Assembly voted. The king could stay king under the Constitution. No. No, no. That's not how this ends. We wanted rid. We wanted a republic. And so we went to the fields of Mars for a riot and...
And Lafayette...
What? 50. At least 50.
Are you sure of the number?
I saw one of them. It's horrible. Someone dead, his arm and a bit of his head landed on my shoe.
Have you heard?
Be quiet, Ferron, I'm thinking.
We must do something. We must rally the people again. This is madness.
Lafayette ordered his soldiers to fire on the people. 50 dead. And if I say it often enough, I'll believe it.
Why in the name of all the gods didn't the National Assembly vote to depose that fat fool? They provoked this.
The Jacobin Club has also refused, Ferron. Everyone is refusing.
But Robespierre is in the chair.
Surely he wants to work within the law.
God!
We all want to work within the law. It should just be the right law, the one we write.
Lafayette's people are everywhere. In the Assembly, inside the Jacobins, on the streets.
And so the moment passes.
We're talking about deposing the king, and all anyone seems to be concerned about are legal niceties. Drag him into the courtyard and cut his throat, say I.
50 dead. He must feel confident.
2 years ago, the Bastille fell. Have we forgotten that?
I didn't think he would do that. Order his men to fire.
I keep saying to myself, they were shot by the National Guard, not the King's troops. Ours. Ours. What do we do now?
We must make a decision. Each one of us.
What does that mean?
They will move quickly. They will be hunting for us.
Well, we need to... Surely we need... We have the people...
I think it will be England for me.
You're going to leave?
I have no great desire to find myself dancing at the end of a rope.
But can things really be so bad? It's too sudden. We were winning.
I won't leave France. Robespierre won't leave. Are you really going to go? You won't.
I will return, of course. This is just a difficult moment. We must survive in order to continue our work.
I won't leave France.
I will be back.
Will you?
This can't happen.
You don't think we can lose? We can lose. Take my advice. Write your will and run.
And that's it for a bit. A lot of seething on both sides, but we're all exhausted. No, we're as full of fizz and fury as ever, except that we're fed up with it all. King comes out in public, we mutter and then we cheer a little. Children play traitors in the street and hang each other in turn. The Austrians and the Prussians make some pact, some alliance. That's not good, is it?
There's an amnesty declared. It's a politic move. Let them come home, these Dantons.
Oh, he comes home. He gets elected immediately.
Let them get elected. Even their own sides suspect them, because now that war is coming...
A war?
Rather oddly, everyone wants the war. The king thinks the French army will be easily defeated by his Austrian brother-in-law, who will then set him back on the throne stronger than ever. This revolutionary interlude will be concluded, tucked away in an historical footnote forgotten. And the revolutionaries want a war because, as Brissot says, he's their man of the moment, a people which has just gained its liberty after 12 centuries of slavery needs a war to consolidate itself. War, as so often, seems to be the answer to everything and everyone. We declare war, the country is united. Of course, there are a few dissenting voices, but who cares? The Prussians are coming. The Prussians are coming. Bless them.
Must I always agree with you? Must I? Am I allowed no independence of thought?
8 o'clock in the morning. Get out.
If you do not support the war, we become, in an instant, irrelevant.
Why would we fight Austria or anyone else? Our enemy is here. This
is a distraction. Now, bugger off.
It will be a war under our direction. Most of the ministers will be ours.
Ours?
This is not the time for factions. We must be united.
Have you gone simple-minded? Do you trust Brisson? You, the most immoderate man in the whole of France, the most radical. Did you sleep last night? Where were you? How does Lucille put up with you?
She's happy. She's happy when she's with me, and when she's not with me, she's happy as well, by all accounts. We're birds of a feather, it seems.
Oh, I'm not your father. You're not accountable to me. Think what you like about this war.
Thank you.
Just don't write anything.
I'm going to talk to Robespierre.
Well, you think you'll be more soft-headed than me.
It's lovely to have you home from England, did I tell you that? And it was a pleasure campaigning so hard for you to be made deputy prosecutor. A real delight. I will write what I like.
Again, bugger off.
Thirdly...
There's no need.
Thirdly, this talk of war is an attempt to curtail the revolution, to confuse the people and distract them from the real enemies. Fourthly, there is money to be made in military conflict. Rich men become richer, our enemies become richer.
I'd better go.
My fifth point is this, dear friend. If you publish a word in praise of this war, I will never trust you again. Never. I will discard you.
I'll tell your sister to bring you in a hot drink.
Camille came home and cried. If we don't all love him, he's nothing. Oh, not that you care. You hate my husband.
I don't. I don't, Lucy.
Women writing love letters all the time. But then again, I flirt with... Who cares who I flirted with now? I look like a sofa. I don't like being pregnant. About this wet nurse of yours, do you recommend her? Is she clean?
She is very nice.
Have you a cold or something?
Oh, apparently I screamed a lot during the birth. I burst a blood vessel in my throat. My mother was quite shocked. She had a better opinion of me.
But that was weeks ago.
It takes time to recover.
Gosh. Well, after this, I will make him wear an English overcoat.
Pardon?
You know, those things. They wear them. Oh, to be honest, I'm afraid. Childbirth. They don't know, do they? None.
Georges is very kind to me.
I can never fathom you. Anyway, Camille is not that interested in babies. I'm not that interested. There's so much going on. Seesaw, seesaw. They swing higher and higher, our dear men. Danton especially. Oh, one day you might be Queen of France.
I wish...
It was all over or hadn't started. I know. Gods. If the king sends Marie Antoinette back to Austria, some think he has a chance of survival. I mean, he should, now we're at war with her dear brother. Did you hear the Duke of Brunswick say he will raise Paris to the ground if we arm them?
Well, the king will never do that, send her away. Are you very afraid?
Of what? The war or the baby? Trapped. I am actually trapped. Married love, such a thing. I love Camille. But he would send me on a leaky boat across an ocean to preserve his revolution, me and the child. You as well. But our husbands...
You need to eat as much as you can in these last weeks.
Do you think I will get my figure back?
Yes, I think you will.
Is it true you love them the moment you see them?
Yes, it's a compulsion.
Oh, I like compulsions. Oh, Gabrielle...
It will all be all right. Quite possibly.
The war starts, and then the war really starts. Their commander, the Duke of Brunswick, kindly tells us their war aim. It is...
to put an end to the anarchy in the interior of France, to check the attacks upon the throne and the altar, to re-establish the legal power, to restore to the king the security and the liberty of which he is now deprived, and to place him in a position to exercise once more the legitimate authority which belongs to him.
And if we, the people, in any way injure, harm or hurt his royal monstrosity, their army will wreak its vengeance against the civilians as well as the soldiery of France. Massacre. Furthermore, they will come to Paris and raze the city to the ground.
Politically, diplomatically, it was a poor move.
In the blackest of black, it's there in front of the world. The king is colluding with the enemies of France. He has encouraged this invasion. He will kill us to keep his crown.
That night, as usual, the king undertook the ceremony of the coucher. He was greeted in the time-honoured way and spoke his lines as always. The royal stockings were rolled off the royal legs by men of the highest nobility. A nightshirt was handed to the king by a man whose father had handed the very same article to the king's father. He closed his eyes and very politely pretended to be asleep as the courtiers tiptoed away.
Oh, we didn't tiptoe. We came to the Tuileries Palace with a bloody big cannon.
I don't think half the guns will fire. If you get one that's rusty, take a sabre.
Would you stop praying? Everyone is looking at us.
Give me your baby. I wish Mama had not taken mine.
Here you are. Oh, don't squeeze him. He's only a little scrap.
You have to come now, Danton. We're inside. The walls are blown down. Everything is down.
No, Georges! You can't go!
Lucille! Gabrielle, sit there and be quiet.
Lucille, brave girl, you must look after my wife. You must keep her calm. The children, they're safe with her mother. I am safe with 1,000 friends beside me. If the worst happens, I have money, very quiet money, hidden. Are you listening?
Don't let anything happen to him. Camille is reckless. He is a fool.
Everything will be well. You know she's...
What?
Again, with child.
Gods, can't you give the poor woman a rest? You have other friends to entertain you by all accounts.
Listen, you think and believe as we do. When you married Camille, you knew what you were doing.
Did I? He was in love with my mother. I was young. I was an idiot.
Look after my wife. I will look after Camille. We have chosen the revolution over a safe life. We must be brave.
You mean I must? You think you already are?
I will protect him as much as I can. We are going down to the city hall to declare ourselves the insurrectionary commune. Don't worry.
Are we ready? Yes! Come on, men!
Into the palace.
Shall we play cards? I'm not going to sew anything.
It raged, of course, this way and that, in the way that these things do, but who doubted the outcome? Who doubted, even for a moment, the passionate strength of the people? Who questioned their love of liberty and their longing for justice? Who could doubt that finally, this day, at last, we would walk the streets of the reclaimed city with our heads high and singing? We slaughtered the Swiss Guard and captured the king. He was our prisoner.
I'm not saying a word.
Which one is the wife?
Do not take one step further, not one.
Where? He left men on the door.
Danton's wife. You or you? He sent me.
Take me to him. Is he out?
Everything in the world has changed. The volcano has blown all sky high. He said to say that.
Tell us, what has happened exactly? My husband is Camille Desmoulins. Is he... Are both our husbands well? Are they hurt? Are they... Oh, just answer me.
We are all well. Not all of us. Some brave souls are dead. Some not so brave as well.
What is that in your hair?
In my hair?
It looks like broken glass.
We smashed every mirror in the palace. We were walking on diamonds. Some mad fools actually rolled in the stuff. The Cordeliers are kings now. What will happen next? He sent you this. Take it. I'm going back.
What is it?
A souvenir. It's her hairbrush. The Queen's hairbrush. A memento. All's well is the message, and he sent you this for a keepsake.
I don't want it.
Oh, take it. I'm not running back through the streets with a hairbrush in my hand. This is the best day of our lives, this is.
The day of glory.
Her hair is grey. I didn't know that.
A couple of weeks later, we beat the crap out of the Prussians at the Battle of Valmy and forced them out of France. And the very day after that, listen, the monarchy was abolished and the Republic was declared into being. Yes!
My darling father-in-law, what is wrong with your face?
Nothing.
Toothache? Sucking lemons?
Nothing.
Aren't you going to congratulate him?
An infinite little pause followed by silence.
Danton won't have time to actually do the day-to-day work himself, now he is the leader of the provisional government. So, Camille, as his secretary, will be running the Ministry of Justice. Imagine!
Imagine.
I would like you to congratulate me, you know? To say the words.
Congratulations. And I wish you luck. I do. Brissot and his people still have much more support than you and your friends. They are reasonable men. They will be rid of you soon enough.
The lukewarm are always with us. Did Jesus say that, or can I claim the thought as my own? Well, we will spit them out. Wait and see.
How is the baby, Lucille?
Horace is well. He will grow up to be a free citizen in the French Republic. Oh, be happy for us, Papa, please.
What do you mean you can't? You have to take a job. You can't just make speeches. We need you in the government.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Too dainty. Too concerned to keep your name as the incorruptible one to get down to the actual hard graft.
I did not say anything about graft.
Those rumours are lies. I've done nothing to be ashamed of.
I know.
And I suppose you have enough to do with controlling the Jacobins and your seat in the new commune. Let's not quarrel.
I have no intention of quarrelling with you, my dear Danton.
What are we to do with them?
It would have been easier if Louis had been killed when we took the palace. Then we could have exiled her and the children.
I wouldn't have exiled them. I suppose I must find some nice, quiet place to store them until we decide. The old temple tower?
It's a grim place for children.
It will do. We have to put the city on a war footing. Round up any royalists that have managed to stay out of the prisons. That's another thing we need. More prisons.
Yes, but they must come to trial eventually. The problem is, what exactly will we charge them with?
We'll need a special tribunal. You can be a judge on that. You can't avoid everything, you know.
The real problem is Brissot, these Girondists. They are for the provinces and against Paris. They don't understand without Paris the revolution will fail. They're federalists. They want their own little fiefdoms, which makes them traitors, though they pose as revolutionaries. They should be our main concern. How are we to remake the world with all these enemies?
We can say they're as bad as Louis. They wanted a war and they want us to lose just like him, so France can be destroyed and they can pick up the pieces. Vultures. Bring me some proof that they are colluding with the enemy, legal proof that can stand up in a court of law. Stands, even if it totters a bit. Find that.
I'll look. I will not invent. Be careful, Danton. Pragmatism can degenerate into a lack of principle.
Discuss.
What do you think, citizen?
Nothing of interest, citizeness.
We are all citizen this or citizeness that now. It's lovely now we live in a republic. Everything is organised by the government. Price controls at last. It's a pity things go so badly sometimes. 1 month there's no firewood in the city, the next no sugar. There's riots, of course, but it's all done without malice.
The streets are renamed. Rue Liberté, Place de la Bonnet Rouge, Place de la Révolution. Well, some of us find it confusing. Of course, if you say the old names, you're a traitor. It's difficult to ask directions to anywhere. We're lost. They've changed the name of Notre Dame to the Temple of Reason, put a red cap on the Virgin Mother of God, and called her the Goddess of Liberty.
Robespierre gets 3 letters proposing marriage week in, week out.
Lafayette crosses the border.
Flees, escapes, scurries.
And is captured by the Austrians, lucky man.
But the army is with us. The army is loyal.
And this list?
Danton's, the ones he wants spared.
And this is...
The list of the prisoners, all 2,000 of them.
Oh, God.
Go home if you can't do this.
I can do this as well as you, Mirror. Better. God, this room stinks. You and brandy, not a nice combination. Light some more candles, will you?
There is no point in creating the Republic if you're not willing to defend it.
God.
Huh. I see your friend Robespierre has respectfully declined, to be one of the judges.
Yes.
What do you make of that?
Too shy to ask him yourself?
It is a ludicrous affectation to walk about as he does, saying one is opposed to the death penalty. Death is the only, the true, the absolute penalty, and the revolution must hand it to its opponents wholesale. We cannot mince and pass and purse our lips. These are royalists.
I do the same. I make speeches all the time. How I must bore my wife. Give me the list of prisoners. Not him.
He is a journalist who's written the most pernicious lies about us.
Not him.
An old flame?
No.
Who then? They are arresting more people as we're sitting here smiling at one another. It must be done, Camille. But this one's for trial. Agreed? And this one? No objections? Cute. This one and her. Notorious she is. You see, it gets easier. Pour yourself another drink.
It all happened too fast. That was the problem.
The men on the tribunal were half asleep from sheer exhaustion, and drink, of course. The prisoners weren't all condemned. Sometimes at the last minute, one might manage to convince the tribunal they'd got the wrong person.
Who in that class with any sense kept their papers? It was hard to know who anyone was. But if they were arrested, it must have been for a reason. And besides, these rich types with their sleek bodies and thin smiles, they all look alike. How can one tell them apart?
What happened to the guilty? Well, they're hustled out the door into the courtyard where men with cudgels, cutlasses and butcher's axes are waiting to greet them. And they're hacked, chopped and beaten to death. And what happened to the innocent? What happened to those fortunate souls found not guilty?
It all happened too fast. That was the problem.
The innocent, those set free by the tribunal, were sent through the same doorway to meet the same men with the same weapons, all ready and waiting. The September massacre.
They were royalists and traitors.
The Princess de Lamballe was killed. Possibly raped, definitely dismembered. They put her head on a pike and they brought it round to the temple where the Capet family, as we must call the royal family these days, were being kept. And they waved the head at the window and invited Marie Antoinette to come and kiss her old friend hello.
It's Citizen Danton, Citizeness.
Is it? Show him in then, I suppose. Thank you, Citizeness.
This way, citizen.
Can someone help me get this damn coat off? I think I'm getting fatter, am I?
Taller, more heroic by the hour.
Let me assist you, Citizen Danton.
Marie, is it?
Yes. Long live the revolution.
Her name is actually Veronique.
Is your husband here?
My husband... Oh, you mean Camille? Husband is such a dull word, it hardly seems to suit him. Will you sit down? Can I offer you any refreshments?
Are you going to toy with me as you do your other admirers?
Are you being ridiculous, or is it just me?
No one talks to me anymore. Not frankly.
Oh, poor you.
Let's go to bed.
Oh, that's not. My bed is not the most robust piece of carpentry. I would fear for it.
I'm not joking. If you're thinking of Gabrielle, she understands these things.
Does she? So, what news?
Now the fool Robespierre has publicly condemned Brissot. We will have a tripartite war. One with the Austrians, one with the Royalists, and now one with ourselves.
But that surely is Robespierre's point. The worst enemy is the one who appears to be one's friend, the most dangerous.
I did not come here to discuss politics.
With a woman.
with a beautiful woman. I have always admired you.
You admire me for being beautiful?
Yes.
Not for being intelligent, brave, resourceful, and principled. If I am all of those things or none, what does it matter?
It doesn't to me.
You're not very good at this, are you? Go home.
No. I need you.
For what? I have enjoyed flirting a little with you, Georges, as I have with many, but... Note the pause, my dear.
I could make you.
Brute force is used by the brutal.
I am brutal.
Georges.
Found you.
I've been sleeping.
Good. I'm glad.
Come to the window. It's the most glorious sunset, isn't it? Don't you think so?
Of course I do. It all looks lovely.
For the steps, 1,700 livres. For the pulley and copper grooves, 300 livres. For the iron drop weight, 330 livres. For the rope and rigging, 60 livres. For constructing the whole, for testing it and the time spent discussing it, 1,200 livres. And finally, for a small-scale model for demonstration purposes to prevent accidents, 1,200 livres.
You forgot.
Yes, for the 3 blades. 2 in reserve, 600 livres, which brings us to a total of 5,390 livres.
They always had the slice of luck, the aristos, aside from a few recent incidents. We don't want that happening again. It looks bad. In the old regime, their killing was kind. No choking and neck cracking on the end of a hempen rope for them. It'd be a sword or an axe. And our French executioners were accounted the finest in the world by those lucky enough to come across them. The aristos didn't get burnt or get their limbs and cods cropped, all over in one chop. Well, now it was a time of equality and humanity. What was once a privilege of rank was open to all. I can have your head off in a flash and you won't suffer at all, said that public health humanitarian and inventor. Remember?
Citizen Guillotin.
In part 2 of A Place of Greater Safety by Hilary Mantel, Danton was played by Marc Stoppart, Camille by Carl Prekop, and Robespierre by Sam Troughton.
Lucille was Chloe Pirrie, Gabrielle Sarah Tom, Adele Alex Tregear, and Annette Jessica Turner. Lafayette was David Hounslow, Fréron Stephen Critchlow, Claude Sam Dale, and Marat was Chris Pavlo.
The narrators are Lizzie Watts and Paul Ritter.
A Place of Greater Safety is dramatised by Melissa Murray and directed by Marc Beeby.
We are more often drunk with punches than with wine. We have fought for the revolution and have won the revolution. And what does that mean? Do we trust the men in the National Convention? How many still want to save King Louis? Most. How many, for all their talk, keep the door firmly closed on the likes of us? Most. We're a blunt instrument to be snatched up and thrown down as suits.
Let me. The truth of the situation is that we need stability. Our armies are doing well, perhaps surprisingly. It's time to consolidate and time to prune back some of the ill-judged excesses of reform.
That's the language. That's what the goddamn to bad hell Girondins say. Brissot and his lot. Row back, at the very best, stay still. But there's some saying strike on. The work is only half done. That's what he says, Robespierre. And he says we must know our enemies. Doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter if they're enemies because they're evil or stupid or simply misguided. We must clear them out of the road.
But thankfully, he is in a minority.
His are fearless words. They're absolute truths, incorruptible.
He is a man like any other. And perhaps he's not as immaculate as you think. Did you know he's sleeping with his landlord's daughter?
Robespierre is sleeping with his landlord's daughter.
Really, Georges, what does that matter?
How do I know? It's something new. One has to be aware of everything. I'm asking you, as a woman, what does it mean? He's always been so unaccountably celibate. What does this change mean? Is it important or not?
You talk about each other all the time, you know. All of you. Worse than girls. Lucille was here yesterday. She was telling me...
I'm going to Brussels.
Do you have to? I mean...
General Dumouriez won't talk to the War Office. He was never politically on our side, so why anyone thought he'd be the man to propagate revolutionary thought over there? The idiots. They say he's closing down the Jacobin clubs. But he's a good general, isn't he? That's the point, and God knows we need someone with some military sense. I think it worse now we're doing well. It makes everyone nervous.
The children will miss you. Why'd you have to go? I thought you didn't like this war. You said it was a distraction.
I will be back in time for the birth. I just need to knock a few heads together. As for the war, I may not have wanted it, but now it's here. I want to win it. I want to be seen winning it.
Well, you'll be back for the King's trial. I know that.
How many times must I tell you not to call that
You'll
man?
want to be in at the kill.
Is that what you think of me?
You could save him. You can convince anyone of anything.
Except my wife, it seems. I don't want to save him. Is that so hard to understand? There are rumours that I do, and they could harm me with my friends. Robespierre, be careful what you say.
About the girl, his landlord's daughter. Robespierre had been sleeping with her for months, it seems. When his sister found out, I'd have liked to have seen that, her face. She had him moved out of that house within hours. She refuses to allow the girl to see him again, so all is back to normal.
I just wonder how the girl managed to get him into bed in the first place.
How did you get in here?
Oh, he's learned to creep about like his idol Robespierre. And you run your fingers through your hair just like Camille does.
How did you know about all this? And why didn't you tell me?
We have more serious things to worry about. Well, you do. Read this.
What is it?
A letter from Bertrand de Monville, apparently. The ex-minister who now lives in London. He was kind enough to make sure his name was on the outside. Read it.
Have you read it?
Surprisingly, no. I had an unaccustomed scruple. But it will be bad. He won't have written you a love letter. It was addressed to you at the ministry, so I sneaked off with it. Nice stationery. Looked nasty. Blackmail, I thought.
What does it say? What is it? Look at his colour. What is it? Tell me, for the love of God, what have you done? Please, what is it?
You shouldn't have done that. Yeah, let me...
Keep away from me!
I have never hid her before, Camille. I promise you. Why did you bring this letter to me? I could kill you. Bathe your face, Gabrielle. Go and bathe your face.
I will go and bathe my face.
Forgive me.
Yeah, I'm the same. I always apologise when they've left the room. Not that I actually usually hit women, especially pregnant women. Sorry.
Morville has in his possession a memorandum of payments made to me by the British government. They will be forwarded to the National Convention if I do not save the King.
You took money from the English? Is that... But why would you do that?
If I did save the King, it would only weaken me. Then when I was weak, they would present these documents anyway and destroy me. They want to destroy me one way or another. It's not treason. We aren't at war with the English.
Well, not yet, but it's only a matter of time. A forgery? Can we say that? It's a forgery. That's entirely credible. But just for clarity, dear friend, did you take money from the English? Right. So, you took the money because... because you were playing a double game with them. The English pretending, letting them think they had a real hold on you, those mutton-headed men of that foggy little island. Ah, you fooled them.
My reputation will be ruined. Robespierre, what the devil will he say? Do, defend, or disown me? No, he needs me, I need him.
Yeah, there have been rumours about you before, of course. The crown jewels, for instance. Some people think you organised the riot that led to their being stolen.
I feel my luck is running out. I am seriously wounded this time. I am bleeding to death.
That's a bit dramatic for you, isn't it? A bit full-blown.
I used the money from the jewels to buy off one of the enemy generals. Traditional tactic.
It's amazing how stupid I can be. I was a silly, stammering boy, and the revolution, the idea of a revolution, gave me courage. What has it given you that the old world wouldn't have? You would have risen in that world too. Not so high, not so mighty, perhaps. Are you a greedy man, George? Is it as simple as that?
Don't presume to lecture me! And no, it is nothing like as simple as that.
What should we do?
Oh, you can do what you like.
Where are you going?
To the war. If I win that, then everything, it will seem nothing. I am too big to be brought down. I will brazen this out. Say they are forgeries. Write it. Publish.
It's hard to see in the room. I can't help that. There are only a couple of candles lit. Yes, the priest is with him. King kneels. They're praying. They're praying for forgiveness. They pray for the man who will do this terrible thing. They've not even given him clean clothes. Will they bring him a barber in the morning? Or are they afraid he will spite their justice and ram his throat upon the blade?
No, they are not in the least afraid of that. It will get done. The execution. It's a bit of business, that's all. The trial went the way we all knew it would. And now they'll lead him out and chop his head off. Finish. Louis the Last.
Oh, these bodies of ours, how they betray us. I don't sleep well. It's nothing new. You were very kind to come and see me.
I'm worried about Danton. He must have heard the rumours.
Danton. Sometimes I crave to return to my private life.
You're vulnerable, Maxime. We got the tyrant's head, and that has angered our friends, some of them, as much as our enemies.
But the king must die so that the people can live.
What do we do now?
We destroy the Girondists, and we take over the government.
We're too few and too worn out for that.
I think my chest is getting better. It's hard to think of myself as a child. But when I was at school before you came, I was not unhappy. No one was cruel to me. No one bothered me or bothered about me. But you came, a wild little boy, stuttering but never silent, and for some reason I have never understood, you became my friend. Just instantly. And then I was part of it all. Life mattered. I became involved. That, you see, was my beginning.
Maxime.
What is wrong, my friend?
What's happening to our revolution?
History is a lie. full of kings and great generals. The real heroes are those who resist tyranny. They kill us and wipe our names off the record so that no one believes it is possible to resist. They will obliterate us in time, perhaps. Or perhaps our names will live forever. We can't know. We shouldn't care. Work. That is our redemption. Yes?
I suppose you want me to quote that in my next article.
It took him 5 days to get back from Brussels.
It was February. The roads were bad. The horses floundered. He didn't eat or speak.
No one spoke to him.
He rode like a fury to somewhere he didn't want to go. To Paris. Here, to their apartment.
They tried to show him the baby.
In the wardrobe, her clothes hung like shed skins, like the empty bodies of the tortured and the defeated.
He found the laundry lists, the invitations she had accepted, the ones she had rejected, a novel with her place marked, a cap with half-sewn ribbons for the baby.
They tried to show him the baby.
The scent of her hair was on the pillow, the smell of her sweat, that last sweat.
He said her name, then he shouted it. No one wanted to look at him. He went from room to room. Gabrielle. Gabrielle.
He wouldn't look at the baby.
We must be strong. Now, above all things, we must be strong.
There are other things to worry about before long. We're at war with England and Holland now, as well as Austria. They're all in a coalition against us. We say to the people, their people, rise up as we have risen. We will help you achieve your liberty. It's a clarion call to freedom, ringing out. And the buggers do nothing. They don't rise. They don't even lift their heads. Foreigners. There are too many foreigners. We start losing battles. We start losing the war.
There are riots here in France against the government. In Orléans, Versailles, Verdun, Courville. What have I forgotten?
The danger of opening your mouth too wide?
Rambouillet, Étampes, and Lyon.
I have seen our armies, gentlemen.
Danton appeared at the convention. He spoke. His eyes were bloodshot. His skin the colour of bad cheese.
I have seen our armies, gentlemen. They are full of brave men, but full of incompetence. Can we win this war? All these wars? Do we have the will and the courage?
He talked for 3 hours.
And then went on.
We need a committee to manage the military, to expedite the decrees of this national convention. We must have discipline. We cannot have liberty without justice. We must have law, an iron, implacable law. We will not permit any more massacres of prisoners as happened last September. They are entitled, all are entitled to appear before a properly constituted court. We need a central authority. Let us call that authority into being, gentlemen. Let us save the Republic. We will have a committee of public safety. From that committee, there will be no appeal. Its word is the law. We will drink the blood of humanity's enemies if it means Europe will be free.
It was a little unfortunate for Danton that only weeks later, General Dumouriez, his general, went over to the Austrians. And certainly Danton's enemies, of which there were many, rubbed their hands in private glee, predicting his downfall. How did he react? He seemed hardly to care. His energy, like his general, deserted him. One question preoccupied him. How was it possible that every day he woke up and she was still dead?
Well, why doesn't he come and see me? Well, he has got to make this Committee of Public Safety work. It is our only hope. His only hope. Tell Danton that. I mean, what is the point of him establishing it and then sitting in a room and staring at the wall and sobbing? I mean, how dare he resign?
Think of your throat.
Let them call it a tyranny. The sans-culottes are with us. We are their servants, and they are our instrument. And now is the time to raise that instrument in our hands and strike down. Danton will marry again, we all know this. He knows this, yeah. Despite his so-called inconsolable grief. I mean, how can he be so weak? Let us talk of more sensible things. I wish to raise a philosophical, perhaps ethical question with you. Answer freely. Is it a problem for you that our enemies might be acting in good faith?
I assume with the Girondists that they are acting in good faith. They want an easy, moderate solution, one that doesn't exist. It is all or it is nothing. We must have no more kings, no more compromises. The trouble is they do mean well, and their arguments are so seductive.
You are right. You are right. They must be destroyed.
I'm not saying...
We must judge by deeds, not intentions. They threaten the Republic. Sometimes it is a crime to live. These men are criminals merely by the act of their existence. I have been forced to think this. Of course, it is also true that they will come for us if we do not go for them. But people must be willing to die for the sake of France. I am, you are, they must be. You are such a comfort, Camille. I will rise from my sickbed and confront them all. Everything depends on me now.
Oh, I like a good mob. How many do you think? Tens of thousands? And here we are, roaring and sweating. Robespierre! Danton! We are here for you! Down with the Girondists!
In the convention, Robespierre, white-faced, condemns his enemies who return the compliment. Imprecations, accusations, embezzlement, robbery, collusion, confusion, corruption, treachery, once more treachery. And rising up from all these words, the dark, mephitic stink of fear, bad breath and uneasy bowels. If they can trim the king down to size, what hope for poor fools on the wrong side of history?
They say she had her hair done for the occasion. Can you imagine? It's important to look well, I suppose, if one is determined to go down in history as an assassin. Jean-Paul Marat dead. Charlotte Corday. I mean, who was she?
I don't want to talk.
I disliked even looking at him. He was half dead anyway, diseased. Riddled and rotted with disease. And the things he said...
Marat was my friend, Annette.
Oh, that's something to boast about.
Don't provoke him, Mama.
Well, am I not allowed to speak my mind to my own son-in-law? Do you think Camille would denounce me? Would you denounce me?
Yes.
Ha! She had her hair done up, put on her best clothes, connived her way into his apartment and stabbed him through the heart in his bath. He was naked. Bet that made her blush. Nice, simple country girl like her.
It was the lung she stabbed, not the heart. Though I think it went through to the heart. He looked... They had to cut his tongue out because they couldn't close his mouth.
Oh.
They've started assassinating us.
Who have? Everyone thinks it was done by Danton or Robespierre, their orders.
That's not true. It's the Girondists. They've done this.
He was a bit of a horrible person. I mean, tremendously good politically, of course, I suppose. Camille, look at me. What is wrong?
He was the people's friend.
Yeah, the people don't always have the best of taste, do they?
Shut up. You must learn to be more circumspect, Mamma.
I will go and play with my grandson.
I don't want to talk.
With me, you can say anything.
If I'm not assassinated.
What?
So suppose I'm brought before the tribunal.
They won't bring you before...
They brought Marat before them only weeks ago.
Marat was acquitted. And accusing him weakened the Girondists. You, we, our side, have never been stronger. It is ridiculous to be afraid now. The people are with us.
It was all so bloody in that room. It stank. It was filthy. He looked like nothing human. I will be next. I am afraid.
You are not afraid. You're tired and hungry and sad, of course, but you're not afraid.
Citizen!
In the end, all's well. Paris wins the day.
Citizen!
We win. Brissot and the Girondists are expelled from the convention. Titanic struggle, but they're gone. Some 70 deputies protest and they're packed off to prison. The board is swept clean. Now everything that was promised will be performed. Reformed. The people's future is ours to make. We have only to win the war against our enemies without and silence our enemies within.
Citizen Danton, if you will do me the courtesy.
What can I do for you, Maxime?
I have not had the opportunity to congratulate you on your recent marriage.
Thank you.
It must make your children happy to have a new mother.
I suppose it must. Are you still ill? We look like old men, you and I.
You must return to work on the Committee of Public Safety.
It's not the kind of thing I do well, committees and such. You know that.
Perhaps you don't enjoy it as much as you might, but that is not important.
I will support you, or anyone who has your approval.
You want to be the idol of the convention. You want to make your fiery speeches and bask in the applause.
Exactly. And when I'm not doing that, I like to be with my new wife. I am tired. I'm tired of that anyway.
You have no right to be tired.
You should take up with that landlord's daughter again. Don't be afraid of what your sister says. Live like a man.
I will put the names of good men, good friends, forward for election to the committee. I will take all responsibility. Knowing that I have your support, perhaps I myself might be elected. Thank you for your time and for this conversation.
Law of suspects. So suspects are those who have in any way aided tyranny, royal tyranny, Brissot-style tyranny, who cannot show that they have performed their civic duties, who do not starve and yet have no visible means of support, who have been refused certificates of citizenship by their districts, who have been removed from public office by the convention or its representatives, who belong to an aristocratic family and have not given proof of constant and extraordinary revolutionary fervor, or who have emigrated. And, of course, their families, close friends must be examined as well. Workmates, neighbours, oh yes, neighbours who haven't denounced them. So, on reflection, they're not so close friends as well, perhaps. They must at the least be investigated. So what do you say to that?
The price of bread is stable. We eat every day something.
They've changed the names of the months. Vendémiaire, Frimage, Germinal, Floréal, Ventose and Messidor. I forget the rest. And the days of the week, they've changed those as well. Now, add to that all the place names being altered, all the streets renamed. Frankly, we don't know where or when we are. Is that exciting or terrifying?
They took the Austrian from her cell and executed her.
That's all you're going to say about it? The death of the Queen?
Hurrah! I'll say that. That's all that needs saying.
You tell me something, some detail. I was in love with Mary, Queen of Scots once, did you know that? She was so gallant, walking bravely to her execution. I used to imagine my head on the block. But what was our queen like? I mean, the she-tyrant.
She wore plum-coloured high heels.
Everyone knows that. What did she say? Did she curse us all? Did she say something that would mark her place in history? Some grand address to her people?
She stood on the executioner's foot by accident. She apologised to him. Those were her last words.
You weren't there?
No.
You don't think you should have been there? After all, you're responsible, aren't you?
What do you mean?
Well, it's a bit pathetic, isn't it? A man like you being afraid to go to an execution, fainting at the sight of blood, more than pathetic.
Look how thin you are. How tired you look. Will you storm out of the room, will you? I've offended you, you coward. What do I have to say? Just quarrel with me, for God's sake.
I couldn't have gone anyway. I had to go to court.
Court?
The Revolutionary Tribunal. I had to give evidence. They are courts still, even if they were established by the Committee of Public Safety. They are the law.
Oh, and you trot along.
I don't say one word more than I must. I tell the truth. I don't lie. These are stern times. They are traitors. Most of them.
Good for you were guests at our wedding.
It's not fair. It's absolutely not fair on the poor executioner. Poor Monsieur Sanson, Citizen Sanson, he started with 2 assistants, and now he has 7. And all of them have to be paid out of his wages. At the beginning, it was to be a neat, clean business. Humane was the word in vogue. But lopping 30 heads off in a day, 30, it all gets a bit... Well, for a start, it doesn't give a man time to clear and clean up the actual apparatus, or himself. His boots are sodden. They stink. Even with a leather waistcoat, his shirts get ruined, splashed to the armpits. They literally disintegrate within days. And some of them, his clients, are too sick or too terrified to move into position, and he has to haul them into place. His back hurts. Really hurts. And then with the delays, those at the end of the queue waiting their turn start fainting. And not just the women. It's nasty. They wet themselves, some of them. And worse. It used to be possible to take pride in the work. Do the job well, give yourself and the condemned some dignity. He's running a dirty outdoor abattoir now. That's what it is. Not that he says that to anyone, of course. More than his life is worth.
Is he asleep?
I don't know. He tells me he doesn't know either. Waking and sleeping, he's in the same inescapable place.
Poor boy. To have you stroke my hair. How comforting. Keep doing that, and I might sleep. Real sleep.
I think perhaps the time of comfort is over. Tell me.
Tell you what. What I've been doing. Counting. 20,000 people. You want the names? Friends and enemies. Acquaintances. I love it when... I love it when I don't recognise the names. When it's strangers who are accused. I don't have to think about them. Except, of course, one does. Besides, aren't they real people too? I went to Robespierre. He agrees absolutely. The terror must end. Of course, to do that, certain people must... First, they must be dealt with. That's what he says. What do I say now?
Did he mention my name? Not in that context, of course, but in any.
Well, he can't touch you. He always asks after you, George. Always. He's not interested in these rumours about financial irregularities. I don't honestly think he is. Of course he worries. He and Saint-Just both worry about a coup.
Oh, Saint-Just. A man made of ice and air. Oh, I shiver when I see him. Do you know how close he and Robespierre have become?
How extraordinary to find ourselves here.
I think you should go and talk to him.
To say what?
You could reassure him.
You left the committee in his hand. Take it back from him. Why don't you do that?
It's simple. I can't.
My friends, my fellow Jacobins, Danton is not here. Danton is absent, so I will speak for him. But first I will address him with your concerns. Danton, they accuse you of having emigrated, left your people, the people, gone off to Switzerland or some strange place laden with the spoils of your corruption. Now, some people even say that you were at the head of a conspiracy to enthrone Louis XVII, the little Capet boy, on the understanding that you were to be regent. Now, gentlemen,
he says this at the Jacobin Club. It's important to listen to what he says, the general gist and the precise phrases. It's also important to listen to what he doesn't say, the pointed pauses, the deliberate evasions. It's important to look for subtext and context. It's important to calculate in the light of what he has said what you should say in reply. And while you are thinking this through very thoroughly, I advise you to cheer. Cheer wildly.
By Robespierre's side, watching every face and noting every word, stands his new friend, his dear disciple, his white shadow, neat as a knife, Saint-Just, the handsomest man in all of France.
I always say you make the most delightful coffee.
Thank you, Maxime.
And how is my little godson Horace? May I see him?
He's well.
But may I see him? What do you think he will be? A writer like his father? A lawyer like me?
I don't know.
Are you angry with me, Lucille? Is there something troubling you?
I could not be happier. I told him not to publish it.
He's a foolish boy not to listen to either of us. We must protect him from himself. We know his rashness, his enthusiasm, but there are others who are less forgiving.
I told him not to publish.
Oh, Maxime.
Drunk? You drunk again, Camille? Come. Let's go for a walk.
Ooh. Who are these fellows? 3 bodyguards now. 3? Imperial. Soon, Maxime, you will be borne aloft in a covered litter. Relays of grateful citizens vying for your...
Hey, did you write this? Was a citizen popular? He might start a faction. Suspect. Did he try instead to retreat from public life? Suspect. Are you rich? Suspect. Are you, to all appearances, poor? You must be hiding something. Suspect. Are you melancholy? The state of the nation must upset you. Suspect. Are you cheerful? You must be rejoicing at national calamities. Suspect. Are you a philosopher, an orator, or a poet? Suspect.
Well done. Well remembered. Yes, I think that is pretty much the gist.
How could you?
How dare you? Don't be disappointed in me, Maxime. Writers always recycle and reuse. I know it's very like the speech I made before we stormed the Bastille, before we brought down the old regime, but I have rephrased it. It's not exactly the same. The language is more pithy. Pithy. Lovely word. Why are we outside? Don't we want to be overheard?
You're not a fool. You know what our enemies will make of this.
Which enemies? We have an embarrassment of enemies. I'm not sure that I'm not one of them myself.
Are you mad?
Stop, Patera. You can. You can. You have the authority. It must stop. Even if it is only out of pity for the men on that terrible tribunal. Dead men. Drowned in drink men. They cannot continue day after day condemning the citizenry of the world to the guillotine. Did you hear they sentenced a corpse to be guillotined? They've run out of their senses. Save them. Or I will write worse things.
You will not. Do you think for a moment that I in any way want, that I am not and have always been against? Yes. But to stop the tribunal, it would be necessary to dismiss the Committee of Public Safety. The committee is the keystone of everything. We have made it that. Danton made it that. It is the government of France. Tamper with it, and the whole structure falls. Not this or that minister, not this or that man, but the whole thing. To the floor, in a moment, destroyed. The work and labour of generations. The people. The people. Think how they need us, how they depend on us. We do terrible things. Perhaps we do. But though hundreds perish, thousands are saved. Thousands and thousands will live to see.
Yes. Do you believe this?
I will be proved to be right.
And suddenly joy. We are winning the wars, all of them. The Austrians are in retreat, the rebels in Toulon are destroyed. There's a young officer there, Bonaparte, some Corsican, who's the hero of the hour. Great things are coming. And Paris is quiet, no riots now. Aren't you happy with that?
What doesn't taste of iron tastes of acid. No one talks of the war. We envy the soldiers who fight a real enemy, and that's in another country, another France. Now here we wrestle with demons, sad, stinking, and terrified demons, our dear rulers. And we are terrified too. And when we feel that pressure in the head, that weakness in the bowels, off we run and denounce our husbands, denounce our wives, denounce our parents, and for a moment there is peace then. For a moment we are emptied of everything. But then it starts. Then it starts again. Terror.
They are standing 6 deep outside the booksellers demanding copies of your pamphlets. It is a triumph. I should have warned Robespierre.
You did warn him. 20,000 suspects. It's madness. The people are sick of the killings.
And he warned me not to write anymore. A committee of mercy. Clemency is also a republican virtue. A declaration of the rights of man, no provision for imprisonment on suspicion. Those were brave, those were necessary words to write.
I would wish you all a Merry Christmas, or is it called something else now?
Where is Papa?
Home, with a headache. What a man he is for headaches. There's a positive epidemic of them among the gentlemen. Georges, would you do me the favour of finding me another drink?
You can't ask him that.
It would be my pleasure.
Firstly, let me say bravo. Well done. I am so proud of you. It was an act of enormous courage to write as you did, you idiot.
Thank you.
Do you think you're immune? Do you think he will protect you? He'll see this as a betrayal. You will make my daughter a widow and my grandson an orphan. You put your head on the block, fine. It's over in an instant. What will her life be like then, huh? Did you think of that, you selfish little bastard?
You don't understand. There's a thaw in the air. I know Robespierre. His ideas are wonderful. No one has such a clear idea of what the future should be. He wants the terror to end. Who could want it to continue?
Danton will protect you.
Actually, I'm sick of them both.
We are honoured to have so illustrious
Do you
a
notice,
guest.
on average, that my followers are fatter than yours? I win by weight, if not by numbers.
A humorous remark. Do I take it from that you are nervous?
They say dogs begin to resemble their owners. You will turn France into a mob of wizened, wicked children. That's what you look like these days.
For the good of the nation, I am prepared.
You think you've broken him? By dragging Camille in front of the Jacobin Club last week and reproving him like a naughty boy and making him stutter and cry. You think you've broken him. You think you've won. You imagine that I'm exhausted. Actually, I am exhausted. But there is one more blast in this decaying volcano.
Good. You will speak tonight.
He laughed at you afterwards. Of course, people do rather suspect the exact nature of your very evident affection for him.
In what way?
The men he likes are large, masculine men, ugly men, even. Fathers of families, men not available to him. Not you.
Humorous and drunk.
I hear you've taken that up at last. Drinking. A little crack in that incorruptible facade.
We have serious matters to debate.
Do we? Isn't this all flim-flam? A tired little shuffle when the cards are already marked?
The safety, the very survival of the country is at stake. A patriot is willing to sacrifice anything, anybody, his wife, his child, for the sake of the nation.
What a piece of clockwork you are. You don't have a wife or child. What did God leave out when he made you?
You don't believe in God. I do. I believe in divine providence. Listen, old friend. Listen. We have suffered and we have caused others to suffer. That is true. Our cause is the highest, the noblest, but we can be led astray. Have I been led astray? Tell me. Do not be afraid. Tell me. Should we abandon the committee? Should the convention be dismissed? If things have gone too far, be our physician. Name your medicine.
My friends are being arrested.
Write down the names of your friends, all your friends. That will secure their safety.
You are my friend. I will write your name first.
Some people have been falsely accused. Innocent people have been executed. I admit that.
Oh, your festivals of reason. Your immaculate visions of a perfect world. We don't want a perfect world. We want this world made better. We want Earth, not heaven.
We? Who are we?
Friends, make yourselves known.
It is a mistake to walk away from me.
Robespierre is ill. He is always ill these days. Feverish. He dreams of the Republic of Virtue, a calm, beloved country, the home of justice, the beacon of the world. The fields and streets full of peace and prosperity, no one tormented, no one with sleepless nights.
Here's news, though. The Committees of Public Safety and General Security hereby decree that Danton, Lacroix, Camille Desmoulins and Philippot, all members of the National Convention, shall be arrested and taken to the Luxembourg, there to be kept in secret and solitary confinement. And they do command the Mayor of Paris to execute this present decree immediately on receipt thereof. 63 words, and it's done.
I think it incredibly rude to keep us waiting like this.
You should eat something.
I want you to remarry.
I have a number of possibilities in mind.
Good.
I think you should eat something.
No time. I'll be here soon. It's ridiculously inefficient. I could have fled the country.
And there's some soup, I think.
I thought an aristo, some gallant gentleman, would run me through in 89 and I'd be a martyr. Or that the Austrians would get to Paris in 92 and I'd be there, first in line to defy them. A shot rings out and Camille Desmoulins dies, a national hero. Now I'll go down in history as a counter-revolutionary. It's not fair. It's completely unfair. What time is it?
Nearly dawn. Perhaps the order has been withdrawn.
Oh, no. Don't let's be foolish. This is a serious business. He protected me as long as he could.
Who?
Robespierre. I call him that now, which is strange. Maxime. My friend Maxime. I hope he did try to protect me.
Robespierre, the moderate man. You are the only person in the world to believe that.
I hope not. I hope he believes that still.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to save yourself. I want you to save the child. I want you to remember me with affection.
Affection?
One doesn't like to be selfish at a time like this. I would, of course, like you to die of a broken heart if the worst were to happen.
It won't happen.
That is the first foolish thing I've ever heard you say. Your hands are very lovely, so warm.
Thank you.
Oh, I can't bear to hear them hammering on the door. It will wake the baby.
Oh, don't go.
I'm glad I haven't eaten. I think I feel sick. Stay here. As your husband, I command you. Quickly.
Camille!
Go home, friends. Go home, citizens. Long live the revolution. You can arrest me. There is no need to disturb my wife and child.
Arrest the traitor. What sort of country is this?
You shouldn't have come. You shouldn't have come here. I can't offer you a chair, I'm afraid, Mamma. They have broken every chair in the house except the one I'm sitting on.
Where's Horace?
Oh, a neighbour took him. She's a fool. But I had so many letters to write and he was crying. I have written to all the members of the Committee of Public Safety. I will write to the Police Committee. You've interrupted me.
The books.
Ripped. The ashes in the fire raked over. All the cushions torn open. They broke his pens. I'm going to see Gabrielle. I mean, this new Mrs. Danton. We will go and plead for their lives.
Come home with us.
No, you must keep your distance. You must go away. Take the child if you must. You must take him. You must go. I will go to see Maxime. I will go and see him soon. Oh, do you think it helps looking at me like that?
At the National Convention, Saint-Just, that very cool customer, reads his report on the Dantonist conspiracy. His tone is measured. His cravat is immaculate, unusual in these days. Everyone stares at its white folds as though mesmerised. They watch him make word after word with a mouth that seems indefatigable. No one is restless. Everyone pays the closest attention. There is a little colour drainage, a few choked coughs, but the men bear it well. They bear it in silence. Silence is the new fashion, after all.
Whoever shows fear is guilty, says Robespierre.
Does he never look up?
He's writing to his wife. He writes to her twice a day.
I must have copies of those letters.
Yes, citizen.
He looks quite well.
Well, they often do at the start. They write speeches they plan to make before the judges. That keeps them entertained. We've kept him in solitary, as instructed. Are you going in, citizen?
No. I cannot make an exception merely because it is Camille. I just wanted... He can't see us, can he?
No. But I'd keep your voice down if you don't want him to hear you.
And I'll leave now.
Danton is down that corridor. Would you like to take a peek at him as well?
A peek?
I meant no offence. None at all. Believe me.
This is a terrible place.
They were charged, the men on trial, with corruption, counter-revolutionary activity, making overtures to the enemy, accepting bribes, and so on. The most serious charges were directed at Danton, of course. Not that that made any real difference. The smallest crime attracted the same penalty as the most serious. From accusation to decapitation was a short, clear trajectory. Was a trial necessary? Why not? We like these entertainments. Perhaps even the accused do.
He seems to be enjoying himself, Danton. His great swag of a belly acting like a sounding board. They can hear him in the corridors. With the windows open, they can hear him on the streets. Off he booms. The jokes, the appeals, the furious polemic, just like the old days. Just as though he's forgotten where he actually is.
For a moment, it seems as though they've made a mistake. They have misjudged the people's affection for this man. The crowd outside began to cheer, to shout his name. But he is only human, only one man with one voice, and after hours, after the most impassioned defence, his knees and throat give way. He sits down. There isn't a glass of water to drink. When it comes to Camille's turn, he keeps his answers dry and clear, very short. Is it true that one of his accusers gave evidence against him with the most amusing comic stutter? Who knows? Naturally, it is prohibited to publish any account of the trial.
On a day like this 1 year ago, says Danton, I founded the Committee of Public Safety. I ask pardon of God and man.
We have such work to do, Saint-Just, and there are so few of us left now. What is next?
She is sitting outside again, drawing attention to herself.
Alone?
Of course alone. Who would sit with a woman like that?
What does she expect me to do? I can do nothing.
Will I have her removed?
She is the mother of my godson. Where is the boy?
With his grandparents.
Well, I will see her.
Lucille Desmoulins, 1 minute.
Maxime?
You may sit down if you wish.
You must save him. He is your dearest friend.
He is my dearest friend. No one has meant more to me than him. But if the revolution finds him guilty, then he is guilty.
He is guilty of nothing. Are you taking notes?
He is. It is how business is conducted.
We will go anywhere. We will go to London. To America, with Horace, with your godson. His child.
My concern must be with all the children of the Republic.
Tell me what I must say to persuade you. Teach me. I'm willing to do anything.
It is painful. It is inexpressibly painful for me to lose him. Tell him that. Tell him that as a man I forgive him. But as a revolutionary and a patriot, I bow my head before the judgment of the people. This breaks my heart. Tell him I will find the courage to go on.
Tell me, Maxime, are you a monster?
We can spend no more time on this. Leave us, citizeness.
No, I beg you. I beg you.
Leave.
Maxime, think.
She will go round the town talking of this, spreading calumnies. I think we should have her arrested. Do it discreetly. I do not want Camille to hear of it. I don't want to add to his distress in these last days. Her trial can take place in a couple of weeks, perhaps. After.
I think that a wise move.
And there will be no eulogies for him, no mention of him at all in the newspapers, and no one is to say his name to me again. Is that understood? I will do my mourning in private.
This isn't the last time this happens, but it is the last time we will have to do it. Walk behind the death cart. People used to show an interest. They'd throw stones or muck, or if they had nothing else, they'd shout insults. But now they're just a daily nuisance. A traffic problem. The carts lumber along the streets, the poor horses straining at the weight, getting in everyone's way.
History will go on. There's no point in being sentimental about it. This is just one of a million other turning points. Camille is holding Danton's hand. Or Danton is holding his. There is some comfort in that. And Camille is thinking... We can imagine Camille thinking... That may be the last bakers I will ever see. The last dog, the last pretty woman. I have perhaps 15 minutes left to breathe. I will never know the end of this story. I won't ever know what happened tomorrow or in an hour's time. Whether all this was worth this. I should be thinking of Lucille. I should be thinking of her and my soul's salvation. I pray to God this journey never ends. I would like to sit in this dirty cart for all eternity.
My name is Citizen Sanson. I am your executioner. I will serve you well. Step up, lads. Up the steps. Don't slip.
I am 35 years old. Let me be brave. Let me be brave. Show my head to the people after. Let us look at one another one last time.
In Part 3 of A Place of Greater Safety by Hilary Mantel, Danton was played by Mark Stobart, Camille by Carl Prekop, and Robespierre by Sam Troughton.
Lucille was Chloe Pirrie, Gabrielle Sarah Tom, Annette Jessica Turner, and Claude was Sam Dale. Saint-Just was Stephen Critchlow, the executioner David Hounslow, and the jailer was Chris Pavlo.
The narrators were Lizzie Watts and Paul Ritter.
A Place of Greater Safety was dramatised by Melissa Murray and directed by Marc Beeby.